talk before. That's a lot.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Well.
What the lick read, fellas?
Good to see the boys home.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna lie, DA. We're gonna have to find you a new picture for your background, bro. I'm getting tired of looking at that shit.
What's wrong with it?
You know what's wrong with it.
Is what is them boys or something?
Yeah.
At least it ain't the mother boys.
Ooh.
Them boys out of ATL.
Don't do that.
It would never be them.
Don't do that. Cut us some slack, man.
No, I'm gonna say something totally different. I'm thinking about them like Ted is wagging on them boys. That's what I mean. I was saying at least he went wagging on the Falcons.
now that you done said,
I mean, but he will though.
He might
He has.
Now.
He has. He did it all last year.
See, now I'm curious. I want to see what his stats was, and I got to look just because you said that.
Offensive rookie of the year. That's all that matter.
Are y'all targeting Ted in fantasy this year? Is he a viable fantasy target this year?
If he fall far enough, somebody go.
Be a wide receiver 2 or a good flex, good sturdy flex for some people.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver 2,
12-man league. It's gonna be tough to get Ted as a wide receiver 2 unless you reach a little bit. Ted going like third round right now.
In a 12-man league, he could be somebody solid every
low key.
Man. With
you get somebody that's going they go running back heavy.
Yeah, but I think unless you got a Jackson Smith Najibba or Amon-Ra or who else get high volume? I guess Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Like unless you got one of them guys, you should go run.
All the wide receivers with no running mate right now is getting high volume.
There's for the taking for real. Like for
yeah.
instance, in my 12-man league, we got we doing one keeper this year. Last year we did 2 keepers. So my keeper, I'm keeping Jahmyr Gibbs. So I got to give up. And my team was stacked. I had Jonathan Taylor, I had Kittle, and I had JSN.
So how the keeper work? That's who everybody draft on their first pick, and then y'all go from there?
So wherever you draft your guy at, say one dude got James Cook in the 7th round. That's his keeper. So he don't get a 7th round pick in this year's draft.
So it's only the round that you pick. You don't get that round.
Yeah, you don't get that round.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got the 5th pick.
Imagine getting Jahmyr Gibbs in like the 2nd or 3rd though.
Come on, bro. You won, bro. Listen, I got him. He was my first pick.
Or imagine the people that got like George Pickens last year in like the 9th or 10th round.
You feel me?
Goodness. Okay, I didn't know keeper leagues work like that.
They don't. All of them don't. Ours do to make the playing field even. So
I like that. I actually like that a lot.
What y'all using? What platform?
We use both. So we draft on Sleeper, but we play on ESPN because you can download. You can download the
What's
roster.
the point?
I don't know. It's a money league. I got voted. You know, I don't really care.
What you call it? Sleeper let you hold the money in sleeper. So like,
yeah, I know about that.
I don't really care for sleeper.
That's what it is. Then
I got outvoted, and the money was involved, so I just got to go with it. But I don't got a fifth pick. I don't got my fifth pick this year, so it really do me no good. The even draft. Worry about the first round. I don't really pay attention to the second round for real, because I know my first pick is Jahmyr Gibbs. That's my keeper. Which, if it balance out like that, I know Jahmyr Gibbs, high volume guy, is good. That's a good pick to get him fifth in a 12-man.
Yeah,
I dig it.
Yeah, dang. Yeah. See, I've been wanting to get into a dynasty league or whatever, or like a keeper league, but I haven't really found one. One of them boys is in my league this year with Larry League. They got a dynasty league or a keeper league, and he talking about if they find a spot, I can get that spot. But I definitely want to get into
our league. We've been playing for like 4 years now. Yeah, I think 4 years because I won it twice. Last year was my fourth year. I came in third, and then the year before that, I came in fourth. So I won.
Meanwhile, we can't get nothing going because half the league want to do sleeper, half the league want to do ESPN.
but we got the pod going though.
We got the pod going for sure.
Hey,
we got the pod going.
That's definitely a step in the right direction.
You're right. Eventually, we'll get back on track. But you know, like we say all the time, this ain't no fantasy chat. We can't hear nothing you saying, W.
Said this ain't no fantasy chat, unfortunately.
Yeah. Dang, bro. Doug. Speaking of fantasy, out of all them years we was playing, did the boys win? DA, you won one, ain't it?
Yeah, I won one and Doug won one. I thought,
and I won two.
Yeah,
damn, Adam.
I've never finished non-second place. I've always been second place.
That's a lie because I played Larry in the championship. Yes, it is. I played Larry in the championship.
The very first year we played, though, I was supposed to win. I had a crazy team,
and I won.
I won one year.
Drew Brees put
ain't gonna lie
every week that year.
I didn't know, so y'all know it was my first time playing fantasy. I had the number one pick. I don't even know if y'all remember this. I had the number one pick. Do y'all remember who my number one pick was? The first year I picked Lamar Jackson.
Quarterback.
First year.
Yeah, I'm about to say quarterback. I remember that.
Cause y'all was like, what the? I was like, what you mean? Like Lamar, you got to think all the quarterbacks like projected points to be like super high. You feel me? Like quarterbacks or whatever. Everybody was like, boy, you picked Lamar. End up being Lamar MVP season.
Somebody did that last year in my league. They picked Josh Allen first pick. I was like, what the hell?
First overall.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. Somebody picked him first round last year in my league. They picked
the people who got Lamar and Josh Allen in my league, and another person that played quarterback that people sleep on in fantasy is Jalen Hurts. He be having
Jalen Hurts is like my safe pick. If I can't get none of the like high end guys in fantasy, like I get Jalen Hurts because he's gonna be a pretty like safe pick.
And them boys be getting them quarterbacks in the 8th round and stuff and keeping them.
Yeah,
like imagine keeping Josh Allen in the 8th round, then we do a random 100 times, like a ChatGPT random, do it 100 times. See who get the random order to pick, and you get the first between the first and the third pick. So you just started with Josh Allen, and then everybody know who your first pick gonna be. If Bijan ain't a keeper, or like you feel me, or if you don't keep no wide receivers, and you getting a good valuable wide receiver one, that's what make our league unique. But when we did that 2 keepers, I fucked them up last year with that 2 keepers. 2 keepers. Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, 2 keepers damn near cheating, but everybody get 2 keepers though.
Everybody get them. So when they say it's cheating, I'll be like, bro,
you gotta
pick something.
So dang, that's fine. I gotta get in the keeper league, bro.
Yeah, bro. And we had a spot open. That joint was gone quick, bro. When people started sending it to their homies, that joint was gone. I ain't even bother.
Man, look, everybody in our chat,
$100 buy-in.
Everybody in our chat obviously not going. Everybody gonna have rules and stuff to why they getting in and why they not getting in. Cause let's just go ahead and get on one, get it for free. You feel me? Just get it rolling. You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool with playing on Sleeper. Because I already got to operate that platform, and I done got some experience with it. At first, I wasn't really liking change like that.
I don't really like. I really don't be tripping, bro. It's just I just want us to do it. You feel me? Like it just like sleeper done became the standard now. But I'm not tripping though. Like ESPN, what I like about ESPN, I like their little trade analyzer or whatever, and it ain't like hard to navigate or nothing like that, you know. But I don't know. Sleeper just cool, bro. Like Sleeper make me want to get on the app and actually be on there. You feel me? ESPN, I be forgetting about it.
Never.
I can tell you how many. Hey, listen, it be like that sometimes, bro. Sleeper though, because like on Sleeper, I'm checking in with all type of stuff. You feel me? Like ESPN, I don't know. It's like you gotta have the ESPN app and the ESPN Fantasy app and the ESPN March Madness app. Cause just give me one app.
No, you don't, bro. It's all built into the ESPN
app. Somewhat it ain't the same though. You know it ain't the same, bro.
I've been navigating the ESPN app. They updated it. It's getting more interactive.
Yeah, they
updated it. Okay,
Yeah,
I ain't been on the ESPN app in about 2 years.
Yeah, so the last 2 years they done made some changes.
Yeah, because you got to think
about all that sauce that Sleeper got, but
yeah,
definitely made
bro. In a week, boom. You got us 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beezy, I know he in with it. I know Kev will be in with it. Slayton will be in with it. Cause we can find 3, 4 other people that just want to play the play. You feel me? Just to get something going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we need to get that going, bro. We need to get that going, bro. Cause it ain't no way we go this long without having fantasy, bro. Ain't no way. But anyways, back to football, man. Hey, DA, I got a question. You know, it was Steve Smith, right, Adam, that said they was gonna go 8 and 9. How you feel about that, bro?
Nigga bitter.
He bitter?
Nigga bitter. Nah. Okay. Let me
bitter is crazy.
Let me retract that. I'm not gonna say he's bitter because Steve Smith Sr. be right a lot about receivers. He be right a lot. I think he's a subject matter expert in talking about receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's terrible at predicting people's schedule.
Like when though? Yeah, I feel like I need some like something to, I don't know, something to strengthen your point on that. You feel me?
Yeah, my bad, man. My dog in here acting.
You straight?
All right. Yeah, but yeah, Steve. But listen.
Come on now. We're talking about the Panthers. Come on. Move. Come on, hurry up.
First of all, Caleb Williams doing splits on love seats, nigga. I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about him at all.
What Caleb Williams even come in on this? Like,
so we play the Bears first.
Okay. Let me
play the Bears first. That's one of the ones he counted as a loss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
That's crazy.
Run down the schedule. Run down the schedule.
Oh yeah, I like that.
You ain't got the clip, Rento.
Pull it up. Hold up, Rento. Pull it up.
I don't got the Steve Smith.
I'll pull it up. A matter of fact, I'll pull up the schedule.
I'll pull up the schedule. No, that's what I was gonna do. I'll pull up the schedule.
I wish you had the clip, man, so you could see the blasphemy. Then he's saying a whole bunch of personal feelings in there.
Let's talk facts. No facts, just straight feelings, huh?
Just all feelings, man.
All right, let's see if we can get the clip real quick.
Clip right there. I'm about to
It got to be on X if you can get on X.
Yeah, it's on X. It was on X. That's how it was put out to the world. To see that BS. Then people wonder why they ain't in the ring.
Go Instagram and here go YouTube. It's on YouTube too. I don't like this on shorts though.
It's on shorts.
Yeah. Okay. Boom. Here we go. Let's get this pulled up, man. You might have to finesse our screen real quick, Dub. So that
boom.
There we go. All right. I hated this like that though, bro. But we're gonna play it anyways. Let's see what he's talking about.
Falcons cannot capture the line of scrimmage. Let's go with the dub. Let's go with another dub. Right? The Lions, they're tough. Let's go with a loss. We're winning in a bye if that counts. The Eagles.
That's hate. What are you talking about?
Hey, he talking about winning in the bye if that counts. That's crazy. That's
How you know
crazy.
he was talking about strictly at the Panthers, or was he just, just talking about bye losses? Everybody talking about you win the bye. That might be football jargon.
Bro.
I think that's
feel
football
it, but
jargon.
I don't know, bro.
I'm standing
anyway.
for Steve, so I think that's football jargon.
Okay. Let's continue.
Give the Eagles give the Eagles the win. Let's go ahead with the Bucks. Let's go win. We're gonna win that game against the Packers. It's gonna be tough. We surprised them last year. I would expect them to be prepared. So we go with two losses with Broncos as well.
I would expect them to be
Let's
prepared.
go
It's the
ahead and
NFL.
say that
Everybody should be prepared.
maybe
We're
Chris
professional.
Olave is dinged up. That team for the New Orleans Saints isn't firing on all cylinders. Bang, let's go to loss. This is
So a win for the Panthers.
Losing to the
for
Saints,
the Panthers.
but beating the Bucks.
Oh no, he got y'all winning. He had y'all winning. I was about to be surprised by that too. Ain't
Right
gonna lie.
here, the Chris Canty and Steve Smith Bowl, because he lived in Charlotte, born and raised. Let's see with let's go to win. All right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We beating the Ravens at the
Hold
crib,
on.
bro. We at the crib.
Oh, y'all play in
yeah, we at the crib.
Charlotte?
We at the crib.
Oh, I'm talking about going to see Lamar up in Baltimore. Like I do want to see him play the Chargers clearly, but I'm going to Charlotte. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to Charlotte.
And see, I'm not really mad at those contenders he got us losing to.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles, okay.
But the
Broncos,
Lions, I don't know.
okay. Broncos, okay. Broncos might win their division. I don't know. Pat Mahomes back, but they'll be number 2 in their division. Cool.
No, they won't. Anyway, let's let him run down. We'll let you do your rundown of the schedule. He's talking
Because-
crazy.
I ain't worried about the front end.
Here's why.
It's the
I
back
won't be in
end when we
town,
really
so it
start
doesn't
clicking.
matter.
That's pissing me off.
With the Bucks, you always have with your cousin, you always have some times where they know some things about you. So let's go with a loss to the Bucks.
Did y'all sweep the Bucks last year? They beat y'all one time.
We was 1-1 with everybody except for the Falcons.
Let's
Except
say
for
Kyler
Falcons.
Murray's having a bad day.
Enjoy it
I'm
while
going
it
with a
lasts.
little bit of hope. I'm on that hope drug. So let's go to win with the
He talking on
Panthers.
that hope drug.
Let's lose to the Saints. Beat the Bengals because Joe Burrow may be hurt by then. And the Steelers. Black and blue division. Let's go with 2 losses and a win with the Falcons.
All right, so we've got 8 and 9.
Steelers, bro.
8 and 9.
Steelers, bro. Bro, we are
Yeah,
10-17 at minimum, bro. At
He
minimum,
said
bro.
10 and 7.
Steelers.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Loss to the Steelers is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, bro. A loss to the
Holy.
Steelers.
Yeah.
That you know how your cousin, man, look, man, I'm like Lizelle or something, nigga. Fuck my cousin, nigga. I don't know what he talking about. Man.
Okay. So give us your
Okay.
rundown. Give us your
I'ma
rundown
name the
of
losses.
schedule. Hold
I'ma
on,
name the
pull it
losses.
up. I'm finna pull up the schedule. All right.
We gonna lose.
Make sure you count the Falcons twice now.
Bro, the Falcons ain't even counting themselves twice. So like how I'm a root for somebody that ain't rooting for themselves. They know they don't got no shot. You seen what Tua was doing? He was back there like the quarterback off the replacements, man. Ain't nobody worry about him.
On my life, he looked like Brucey.
Okay, Philly. We going to Philly.
Hold on. So Chicago, what we say?
Oh, we gonna start the season off right. We had the crib.
Okay, dub with Chicago, dub with
We had the
Atlanta.
crib.
So y'all starting off with 3-0, 4-0, 3-1.
That's 3-1. We'll lose. We're gonna lose. It's a primetime game on NBC. We probably gonna lose to the Detroit Lions. We don't play very well.
Y'all starting
At
off
home.
3-0. Y'all gonna win 3 in a row. 3-0.
Yeah. By the time we play Tampa Bay Week 7, we'll be 3-2.
Okay, so
We'll be coming
y'all
off-
losses is to Detroit and Philly.
Yeah, and really, I'm really skeptical about that Detroit,
Because Detroit be having a lot of injuries on defense. Their defense is real skeptical. So if y'all defense can hold up,
and we
y'all
at the
might
crib.
have y'all might
And
have
we
a
at the
chance.
crib.
Detroit
And we at the
healthy
crib.
now, though. Detroit healthy now, though. Detroit healthy now.
On
Just to be
defense.
fair. Yes, everybody back. Aiden Hutchinson, Jack Campbell, them boys back, ready roll. Yeah,
And we at the crib.
Detroit fully healthy.
Hey, if you a Philly fan, shut up. Hey, listen. We gonna we probably lose to Philadelphia. Probably.
Smart
I
man.
mean, they say Jalen Hurts ain't got no arm strength. Ooh, I don't know what that means, but that nigga might be throwing picks all day. We gonna win that first one. We're gonna win that first one at the crib against Tampa.
Tampa, okay.
We either gonna get Green Bay or we're gonna get Denver. We ain't losing 2 games in a row. We done already did.
I would probably give
Go
it
with Denver.
Green Bay.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
the only reason I say that is just Denver defense. Man. Like they defense.
They're a real contender, man.
I think you put PS2 on Tech, and then they got a good run defense. I personally don't see where the Panthers offense overcomes them. That's
exactly. And Green Bay still having cornerback trials. So what we talking about?
And Green Bay still ain't got no legit wide receiver 1. It's just a bunch of wide receiver 1Bs and 2s. You feel me? They ain't really sit that out. And I think you can't do that with Green Bay. You need somebody that's gonna go get it. I mean, I would
rather us
one, but the 2s is kind of up for grabs.
Yeah.
I would rather us beat Green Bay and lose to Denver. Just in case we lose this one in New Orleans at the crib. I mean, at their house. Down there in the Big Easy. I think
y'all kind of got some, I ain't gonna say y'all got some tough home matchups, bro.
Oh, we ain't ducking no smoke.
Bro, we Seattle, Baltimore, Denver.
Yeah, we got one of the toughest schedules in the league. We pride ourselves in playing anybody.
Straight belt.
God. Y'all got
straight
home game. But it's good that y'all tough games are at home, though. You rather play them at home than
Come on, man. Now, at Tampa, if we don't get them that first game, we're going to get them that second. They ain't going to be no sweep. Ain't going to be no sweep. I ain't worried about that.
So the only losses that we counting, we're going to say 1 Tampa Bay loss.
We got 3 losses so far.
A Philly loss and
Philly, Detroit,
Green Bay and Denver.
Philly, Detroit, and Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle.
We ain't got there yet. And if once again,
Philly, Detroit, and Denver, and then you said one for Tampa Bay between them 2 games.
Yeah, we'll lose one of them.
Okay. So
we're gonna sweep the Saints though.
Week 12, we what is that? 8-4?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna beat Minnesota.
Okay. I can see that.
We're gonna beat New Orleans.
Y'all sweeping New Orleans.
Yeah, we sweeping them.
All right.
We're going to beat Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, no Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase hurt. We sweeping them. I mean, we beating them. We ain't worried about them. Pittsburgh, beating them. We putting belt. We putting belt on Pittsburgh. Now, if we putting belt on Pittsburgh, we're going to lose to Seattle. And we ain't even going to have – we're going to be a shoe-in for the playoff. 4th seed going in there. Cool.
So their last Atlanta game ain't gonna matter.
We not even – who's going to play? I'm probably going to start that game at quarterback. We going to get a dub. We're going to beat them boys. They going to got a shot. You see tickets, $38. Come on, man. It's going to be lower than that by the time we play them boys. Ain't nobody want to come see them boys. They going to have Cooper Rush starting that quarterback.
Probably. The way it's looking, probably.
Come on, bro. We're a 10-7 team at minimum. 11-12 win team. Man. I seen what they doing out there. They got the pieces. They got the pieces to be good.
So how does the jury feel about said projections?
Delusion.
I ain't gonna lie. I tuned that shit out.
Hey, but listen though, y'all be forgetting.
But I'm gonna keep it a bean though. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all.
Bro, we're a 10-win team, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all, bro. I really do think some of what you saying, like I can't sit here and act like some of it wouldn't be acceptable as a take. Like for instance, Detroit, Philly as being losses, and you thinking that between Green Bay and Denver, you're gonna get one of them. I could see that. You feel me? Because Green Bay is one of those teams where for whatever reason they get to like that little middle section of the year, they like to drop off games when they supposed to be favorites or they supposed to be the top of their division. They do stuff like that. With Cincinnati, you don't know what kind of Cincinnati you're gonna get. Now, I do think, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think the fact that y'all playing Cincinnati at home is gonna be like a gunfight, but I think if Cincinnati is in the playoff running, and then we talking about both of y'all going for a playoff spot, I think Cincinnati could probably get y'all. Definitely got y'all sweeping Atlanta.
Sweeping?
Yeah, I think they're gonna sweep Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. The only way they don't sweep Atlanta is like that last game come down. They're a lot for the playoff, and Atlanta just, you feel me? They whatever. but I got no
we
sleep in
sleep on
Atlanta.
Atlanta team. The whole Atlanta team is stacked. It's only the quarterback.
Bro,
And
that,
even
you
if the
saying
coach has a brain, even
only
if the coach
quarterback,
has a
like that's not
brain,
huge, bro.
even if the coach has a brain and just keep it out of his
Since you know
head.
so much, Caleb, tell me some people on Atlanta defense.
Terrell brothers.
Put that nigga backstage. He crazy.
Bro, that nigga funny as hell, boy.
Are you stamping Clemson DBs?
That's
Now
a
we
hard
saying-
sell.
Now we saying AJ Terrell ain't straight.
Bro, you don't have
Second
AJ
team.
Terrell in your top 10, bro. So I know you've never spoke of AJ Terrell ever. So don't start that on the internet. I hate when people get on the internet and start
I
doing
ain't never
stuff
said.
they don't
We
usually
just
do.
talked about AJ Terrell and his brother. You missed it. We just talked about AJ Terrell and his brother.
I'm glad I missed that because that should have been a conversation that somebody with a high football IQ like me should even be in because they ain't in the top of nothing. They ain't in the top of nothing.
So AJ Terrell isn't a good cornerback.
Where does he rank on your list? Why is this my
I was
first
just
time
finna
hearing you
ask that.
speak on AJ Terrell? Because you
This
know
is not my
AJ
first time
Terrell's some
speaking on AJ
BS.
Terrell.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. AJ Terrell overrated.
Nah,
Who
he's
rates him? Nobody rates
But I
him.
was just finna say,
No,
like, I think
we guessing
maybe a
them,
few
though.
years ago, yeah, but I don't think nobody like sees AJ
Best thing
Terrell.
about AJ Terrell is that he trained with OD3. That's it.
Where do AJ Terrell rank to you, DA? Like for real, top what?
Man, he like a tier 2 backseat. Tier 2 backseat. He barely in tier 2. I can name 10
So just
better.
about 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, he top 20.
15
He
to
top 20. He top
Yeah.
20.
For
He
sure.
top 20.
Is Kamari Lassiter better than him?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Kamari Lassiter for me is like, if you're talking about, I think Kamari Lassiter can be cornerback 1 for a lot of teams. You feel
A lot
me?
of teams.
He just so happened to play
Just
with
saying, like,
Derek Stingley.
You just feel like AJ Terrell just fell off a little bit.
I don't think he had that one year he was
He
on
really
and
wasn't,
everybody
yeah.
everybody bit the cheese.
Oh,
Me, never. I seen through it.
I didn't want to draft him, honestly.
AJ Terrell be like, when I be watching him, he remind me of Marshawn Lattimore, bro. It's like sometimes he be in position and it just seems like he be scared to make a play.
Drum.
Yeah.
Turn up the band. Drum. Like, come on, bro. This man trying to sell me on AJ Terrell. I've never heard him speak on AJ Terrell ever. That's that living in Augusta shit. That's what that is.
Oh, he said
That's what that is. He getting closer and closer to Atlanta. He trying to AJ Terrell. Man, you crazy, dog.
You say
Cal, I'm not doing that.
AJ Terrell, bro.
You just over here just talking crazy on me.
So tell me your list, Killer. Where AJ Terrell rank for you?
I mean, if you was to say,
I think fifth, like around that little 15.
Help him, Renzo. I want to hear him think.
probably
I wanna hear
12 to
his-
15. 12 to 15. I ain't tripping.
12 is high.
12 to 15.
12 is high. That's why I asked about Kamari Lassiter. Like for me, 12 to 15 is like Kamari Lassiter's spot. You feel me?
Hey, so where does Rick Woolen rank for you then, Caleb? If AJ Terrell is 12 to 15?
Not in the top 15 as of now.
Okay, so where does Terrion Arnold rank for you then? If AJ Terrell 12?
Terrion around there with Woolen for me just all upside.
Crazy take. So
Terrion Arnold ain't all upside to y'all?
hey, so okay, I got a good one. Where does
No,
Dante?
hold on,
where does Dante Jackson rank for you?
Let me address this first. Terrion Arnold isn't all upside for y'all though.
We ain't said nothing about no. Listen, that's your take, sir.
Hey, where does Action Jackson rank for you? Where does people like Dante Jackson rank for you?
I guess. You said what?
Where does Dante Jackson rank for you?
I got Dante Jackson a little bit higher than AJ Terrell and probably Woolen. I mean, not AJ Terrell, Woolen and Arnold.
Man, my boy better than AJ Terrell.
So where the boys from the Jaguar? It's so many corners out there that I don't think you know every. Yo, you
like
really,
12, no,
I said
like
12 to
for real,
15.
like
I
nah,
said
for
12 to
12,
15.
nah, 12 is
Yeah,
high,
right.
bro.
12 is so high for him,
12
bro.
is high, bro.
So
I'm
it's
not gonna
15
lie
or
to you.
below only?
17.
It's only
15 to 20, somewhere in that range.
That's why I said 17.
I think that's a good spot, bro. Like 17 is a good
Yeah,
spot.
like, I ain't hating on, bro. I'm telling you what it is, bro. Bro, ain't that, bro?
AJ Terrell, the type to like, he probably got some good like analytics and stuff or whatever.
Man,
But
we all know analytics.
nah, bro.
That ain't real. Okay.
Dub should understand it though, because I feel like corner, when it comes to analytics and all those stats and stuff, like it's similar to like O-line. It's certain stuff that you can say that makes a good O-lineman, but it really don't. You feel me?
I feel that. I definitely understand all that. AJ Terrell was an all-pro.
Yeah,
He's
5 years ago.
Some of the guys we're naming never even had one before.
It don't matter, bro. It don't
Just
matter.
saying they never even had one. They've never even played.
I mean, that's
to that
cool,
level
bro.
before.
Yes,
That year, bro. I'm not, but that's not my pressing point. That's not my pressing point. That's not my pressing point. That's not my pressing point.
No.
We've addressed like that year, bro.
And on top of that, DA just asked me to name defensive players. She said, "Name defensive players of the Falcons," and I named defensive players.
Okay, but listen though.
Tyrese on here, man.
You doubled down and said that AJ Terrell was top guy.
Bro, that is a bold take, bro.
So let me ask you this though. So if AJ Terrell is 12 for you, where is Joey Porter Jr.?
What did I say 12? What did I say 12?
Facts. Oh my!
Like, where's Joey Porter Jr.?
I said 12 to 15,
bro. But you got to understand when you get to that 12 range.
I think Joey Porter. I'm gonna keep it G. Joey Porter is definitely probably. I don't know because I
like
think
he's like
I do think 12,
bro. He's like 8 to 12. Like
he's like 8 to 12, bro.
8 to 12. Thank you. 8. You start at 8.
But you got to understand the other people that still. That's why I brought up Kamari Lassiter.
I just said
Kamari
12
Lassiter
to 15.
is probably
bro.
the best cornerback. Well, I don't know if he's the best cornerback too, but probably in my opinion the best cornerback 2 in the league. And being the best cornerback 2 in the league put you at like 13, 14 type shit. You feel me? Like. And he's not better than Kamari Lassiter, bro.
Yo, yeah, I'm just saying, AJ, you could have said, I would have rather you said James Pierce Jr. and he's suspended for 8 games, but you said the Terrell brothers, then you double down and said AJ Terrell. And I'm just like, come on, bro. That's like.
Because you asked me name defensive players, and I did. I said the Terrell brothers.
They got other defensive players, bro.
Sure, I named them, though. I can name others.
Okay, well, name that's what I'm asking you to do. Name somebody else.
Should have named bro who was on
Jesse
y'all
Bates
team last year.
Okay, watch this. What is Jesse Bates ranked for you as a safety?
Hey, boy, Dub is funny, bro.
Because Rizzo, he know I got him right now. I got him. I got him.
I don't think you do. I can lean,
bro.
Now.
Hey, Dub really want to have him like.
He want to say what he used to be 3 years ago. He don't want to say what he is right now.
He want to put him top 3.
Hold on, let me see.
Don't look. Well, come on, bro.
Okay, just right now, he's definitely a top.
We all did the same thing.
Just base top 10.
He gonna hit him with the top. He hit him with the top. Okay, top 10 is fine.
Okay.
But you want to say top 5, and he ain't top 5. He number 6.
I really want to say top 8, but it's a lot of young.
He probably in that 6 to 8 range.
He might be right at 8. Yeah,
I'll take that.
I'm not mad.
I knew I was. He was just an all pro last year. I knew I wasn't tripping. I'm like, hold up, bro. Used to be.
Watch this.
No. Top 5.
Then you must be taking Coop out of there. You must be taking Coop out of there.
Because
you also got to understand,
Coop's not a safety to me yet, bro. He hasn't played, bro. He's been a nickel this whole time. That's why I'm even confused.
So Derwin not in there then.
And neither is Jalen Ramsey.
I would definitely.
Who all been playing nickel for the past 2-3 years.
I'm not gonna lie. Derwin's such a dog. I still put him top safety. I don't care.
For sure. No, I agree. I agree.
You
know, I agree.
Wait,
Derwin is a top 10 football player to me. I don't care.
I can't really hold that though.
But hold on, Derwin been an all pro at safety.
If he do that to Coop,
hold on,
he got to do that to Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton play everywhere. Derwin play everywhere. Jalen Ramsey play everywhere.
Coop has legit played
everywhere.
No,
everywhere too.
Coop hasn't really played as much safety though, and only reason why I gave Derwin the pass because Derwin been an all-pro safety before. Derwin's been the number 1 safety in the NFL before. I can't just give the same
Still
grace to
is.
Coop to somebody that hasn't
I don't think he
never
number
been the
one.
number one.
He number
Has-
two though.
Has
But
Cooper
it's
DeJean?
arguable, bro. You know, I'm
Come on,
rocking
bro.
with
Has
Cal
Cooper-
and I'm rocking with Nick and
Rento,
Coop, bro.
Rento,
My top, bro.
Hold on.
Listen,
Rento.
Can I
I'm
finish
rocking
my point?
with
No,
I'm
we're
rocking
on
with
the internet.
Cal.
Rento,
I'm rocking with
Rento.
Cal,
Can I
and
finish
I'm
my
Rento,
rocking
point?
we are
with
on the internet.
E-Man.
I can't let you because I don't know who gonna clip you in the world. So I'm gonna just tell you
Let
because
him
I'm your
clip
friend.
me. I'm
I'm
standing
your
with
buddy.
Derwin.
I'm your
Let
real
him
buddy.
clip
So let me
me.
tell you.
Let him clip
Has
me.
Cooper DeJean ever been the number one safety in the NFL before?
Hey, go ahead, DA. Say what you was about to say, bro.
Hey, Kyle,
I'm
Hamilton
rocking
number
with
one
Cal.
now.
Listen, I'm
I
rocking
figured
with
that.
Cal.
And y'all the boys who make me a believer of Kyle, because you know
Dang, that's why I said
I
you
was-
know,
I was
you know I've been
nervous.
rocking,
I-
you know I've been rocking with Cal since Notre Dame, bro. I'm
because you
okay.
got to think.
If
I grew
somebody-
up
if
with
somebody-
Durham. I was right there when Durham hurt his
Y'all
knee.
arguing this tomato
Listen,
shit. Both of them
listen.
1A, 1B, bro. It's not that
You
deep.
feel me? That, and that's what I'm trying to get
You're
at,
not
dog.
doing
I
it.
want just because I say Derwin number one, if somebody be like, hell nah, it's Cal.
Ain't
Cuz,
nobody
okay.
tweaking out on Kyle.
Ain't
but
nobody
we're not,
tripping on Cal.
we're not
bro.
going to trip on Derwin either, though.
I ain't tripping on Durham.
Exactly. That's all
I'm
I
not
gotta
tripping on
say.
Durham. I did. Hold on. Did I say I was tripping on Durham, or did I say, "Hey, Rento, I'm your buddy, so let me tell you from your buddy's perspective"? That's all I said.
But you doing it in that way as if I'm tripping though. You feel me?
Yes.
Like
You know,
just
that's
'cause
my
I say-
favorite.
If
you know,
I
that's
say
my
if I say
favorite,
Derwin number one, and you be like, whoa, like yo, listen, like I'm tripping.
No, you
Yeah, that's my
said
favorite thing to say, as
you.
if I'm
This is
tripping.
what you said to make me say that. You said, "I mean, I got Derwin number one."
I
Put your hands
do.
up.
And I'm standing
Put
on
your hands
it.
up.
I
Nah,
do.
nah.
Jesse
I do.
Bates. But let's get back to Jesse Bates. He's definitely, 3-time All-Pro. He was just
Nobody
All-Pro.
disagreed with your Jesse Bates take. Nobody.
We just wanted to see what you was gonna say.
Yeah,
honestly.
nobody
We
disagreed
with
with that.
you, though, bro.
Ain't gonna lie. I definitely felt like he was an All-Pro last year. That's why I was a little shocked. He was like what he used to be. But
But
also,
didn't E-Man ain't make All Pro, did he?
Second team. No, he did.
okay.
He didn't. He
Yeah,
did.
E-Man.
No,
bro, E-Man.
he made
bro,
All Pro.
E-Man-
He didn't get Rookie of the Year. He didn't get Defense Rookie of the Year.
My boy from the Browns got it, ain't he?
Yeah, he didn't get Rookie
Yeah,
of
he
the
a
Year.
dog, though.
He
He a
made
dog.
All Pro, second team All Pro. It was one or the other. He
Okay.
made All Pro though.
Because I was about to say, bro, I sorry, but Nick E-Man is top 3 to me. I don't care. I'm ready to say
For
it.
sure.
Yeah.
I give you that. Like I agree with that. He
Yeah.
number 3.
E-Man,
But
yeah,
but
he's
it's
top
Kyle
3.
and Derwin or Derwin and Kyle.
For sure. Yeah.
Hey, but I tell you what,
third one.
E-Man have another crazy year. Can we say
So,
one?
hey,
one,
E-Man didn't make All Pro, bro.
Oh,
He wasn't
so then
All-Pro. He was a snub. He was definitely the biggest snub.
oh, he was one of the snubs.
For sure. But
E-Man,
like,
hey.
but I just the only reason I brought that up was because Jesse Bates was All Pro, E-Man wasn't, and I don't think it's nobody in their right mind right now, based off what we just seen, is saying Jesse Bates is better than E-Man, bro. E-Man is the
And
one.
that Seattle Seahawks team had three top 15 safeties on it
Mm-hmm.
last season.
all
Top
in
10.
all, the
Cause
Falcons
them
got,
three, them your 3 safety. If you saying if Jesse Bates go top 5,
Jesse's
You got-
still
you-
trill now. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I fuck with Jesse, but Jesse, I don't think
I'm just
Jesse's
trying
top
to think like, do Jesse Bates got room to be top 5, the 5th guy or something?
I think maybe 2 years ago, two years ago, him and Buda Baker probably could have been 2 years ago,
So
but
who
I think
feel-
the
who
game
feel
has
out?
changed now.
Who fill out them next 2 spots in your top 5?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm high on the white boy, man. Excuse me, I can't talk like that on here. I apologize, internet.
I mean, if he
I'm high on number 33. I like number 33, bro.
cool.
Yeah, I like number 33.
And bro, and you know who bounced back this season too? My boy from San Fran that went to Denver. He bounced back. He fungal.
Halafunga. Yeah.
Mhm. He
Yeah,
fungal, bounced back.
I'm not out on Coop. I just feel like you don't have a lot of stuff to support that, and I'm an Eagles fan.
Yo, you don't have a lot of stuff to support anything that you say.
Okay, get back to what you just said though. What do you have to support that?
Kev said,
Hey, Whitfield still hooping. They just ain't winning.
I got him over Jesse Bates too.
I think
personally.
Hey, but we're forgetting. We forgetting Petrie. We forgetting
Petrie.
Briscoe played at a high level last year. Ramsey played at a high
And we
level.
still
last
got Brian Branch.
year. So speaking of that nickel talk, BB ain't a nickel to you? I mean, I know they don't be saying he a nickel, but if you go look at BB tape, it looked like he a nickel.
But this is my thing though, bro. I think that like that little star position, bro, you really more of a safety, in my opinion, than you are a nickel cornerback, simply because you just expected to do more for one to the run. You more of a run support guy. And I see a lot of like nickels once they rotate their defenses as the play goes on. You will see a lot of them replace a safety up top if they're trying to disguise or whatever they're trying to do, and then they still end up being in some type of like high coverage.
It's a dude on the Rams. It's a dude on the Rams that's a top safety named Quentin Lake.
You said what?
Quentin Lake, but I think he's a top tier 2 guy.
For sure. For sure.
I think he's like number 35 or something like that. I'll be seeing a lot of people talk about him in his game.
How you feel about Javon Holland right now, bro? Who just picked him up? The Giants?
He had an off year with the Giants.
Yeah. You think he can bounce back?
I hope so with a coaching change. Because they got the coaching change. I hope so.
Hey, he said, never thought I'd see the day where Doug didn't go hard for an Eagles player.
I would have definitely said he's the number 1 nickel.
He not the number 1 nickel either, though.
He not the number 1 nickel.
I'm fine with saying that, though. And I said what I said. I'm fine with saying that.
There's a corner that lives in 2 of them that live in the nickel, and one of them you actually love him. So
yeah,
I know. But just to be fair, although the one I do love, you talking about in Carolina, right?
No.
Who?
I'm talking about I'm talking about Witherspoon and Trent McDuffie.
Oh, Trent, I don't love Trent as much. Witherspoon, definitely fan, and Witherspoon do go on the
yeah. Spoon playing the inside more than J.C. Horn, bro.
I'm still going. I ain't gonna lie, and I love the way Spoon play. Coop proven though, bro, at that nickel. Coop
and Witherspoon
not like Coop, bro.
What you mean not like Coop?
Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna be biased here.
What? Yeah, okay. Kev, I got you together, cuz I done souped them up.
I'm about to say the nickel top, that pick 6 in the bowl, Mahomes don't play with.
But you know what's so crazy about
that?
Was he not at safety that play?
I don't think so.
I'm about to look it up.
I don't think so. Pull it up.
I wish they had like an R22 or something.
Play it. Oh, that play, they might.
Nah, he was at the nickel. It looked like he was at the nickel. Yeah, he was at the nickel.
Mm-hmm.
And he dropped curl flats. He wasn't playing man or nothing like that. He was just in curl flattening.
Oh, he can run man though. That's what I feel like he can do that. And I think he's probably arguably the best tackler. I know it could be arguments there, but in my opinion, for sure.
Out of the nickel?
Like as in like for short tacklers.
Derwin James.
I think he's right, definitely there neck to neck for sure tacklers. Absolutely. Nah.
Bro, Derwin is like top tacklers, like,
and that's why I do believe Coop can play safety. I'm just saying there's no evidence, like there's not a amount of evidence supporting. But the fact that I think he can play safety is because he's absolutely a for sure tackler. Like Coop don't miss tackles.
You know what though? You know what, Caleb? I'm gonna give you some. I'm not gonna say you're right. What I'm gonna say is I think Coop plays nickel at such a high level that sometimes people often mistake some of his reps as safety reps.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'll give you that.
For sure. I definitely say this. And I see the way he plays. I see how that can easily translate to safety. I'm all there.
Which is why he probably is not as good at outside corner, Rento, because he plays so aggressive and so accustomed to playing in the slot. And
if I had him moving from the slot corner, which I would not, I wouldn't move him at all. I wish we would have just got the safety.
He's serviceable at outside corner.
But that's like a red zone type guy though. Like you put him out there in the red zone or something.
Yeah, I think he'll be a heck of a yeah, he could do that. Yeah. I think like all the way up and down the field, he'll be better. I still think he'll be a better outside corner than Moss.
Or if you do put him at outside corner, he got to be.
Hey, when I said that Riley Moss, I just was trolling, bro. I don't really think I was trolling, bro.
Big bug. And maybe I'm biased because every time I see him, bro, he going against a good two.
But see,
I remember at one time him and Smitty, it was just fool.
But see, this was my thing though. My thing is, it can't that Jahdae Barron can't be good or can't be the guy if Riley Moss still over there.
I don't think they trust Jahdae Barron like that yet.
I think they're
Riley
trying to
Moss
make
ain't
him a
no
nickel.
bum. Like he ain't no bum.
Yeah.
He's just a guy that you could depend on.
And it's and he kind of doing it. He kind of at a disadvantage, bro. You're beside the best in the game right now, so every game gonna be a microscope.
Yeah.
And it ain't even really even on you. It's on the standard.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I agree
But
with
now
you.
I had to agree though. It ain't like I done talked much trash about Riley Moss for good reasons, as y'all know. But he really ain't just boo-boo though.
No, he's very.
Nah,
he's
he ain't.
dependable.
He ain't
He's
that. He can be fooled to the elite.
Hey, AJ Terrell ain't that much better than him.
You want me to tell you who you remind me of?
Well, that's Kev. I might tell you Riley.
I might say Riley.
Yeah, I'm gassing now. You want me to tell you who Moss remind me of years ago?
Cortland Finnegan.
Nah. Y'all gonna sound distant, but years ago, it was a little time span where Steven Nelson was playing decent corner for us at Philly as like he was saying, all right. That's kind of like
Who was y'all quarterback back then?
this might have been Hurts rookie year, maybe. Let me see.
We wasn't really watching y'all like that. Man.
We was a playoff team. Let me see.
Ooh, he's shaking the table.
Yeah, it was a playoff team. Yeah, he signed a contract for 2021. Yeah, that's how you know I'd be on point with this. Let me see. He played for us from 2020 to 2021. So yeah, for 2 years. But it was a time span right there for about in them 2 years where he's playing pretty decent football.
Yeah. Hey,
We had Darius Slay as our number one. And we had
that was Slay Prime too. Hey,
you feel me? And Steven Nelson was just there, but he was playing, and so he was targeted a lot, like Moss, because you got Slay on the other side, so Moss get targeted a lot, like Steven Nelson. He got beat some, but for the most part,
he's sturdy. Yeah. So. But I don't think y'all realize how hard a good CB2 is to come, like it is to come by, like a good CB2 in the league.
Especially now when a lot of wide receiver twos is fringe wide receiver ones. Wide receivers
and George Pickens of the world.
Now, I think wide receiver now is like the deepest position.
Yeah,
like
it's
ever
so
in
many
history.
wide receiver twos, bro.
Yeah,
think about it, bro. It's so many wide receivers.
You got wide receiver threes who, like maybe like 20 years ago, talent wise, could have competed for being like wide receiver 2 on a lot of decent teams.
I know this is going to sound y'all going to be like those, but for real, I think Brett Knight, Jahan Dotson was our 3, bro. Jahan Dotson was like a top pick at one point. When I remember when I seen that, I'm like, bro, we'll be okay. Like,
he's like a true 3 now, though. He's like a true 3.
Oh, did he go to
Atlanta? Did he go to Atlanta?
He with the Falcons now.
Hey,
yeah,
bro,
I think he with Atlanta.
Tell you, I know he ain't getting. I ain't been seeing no clips of him. I've been seeing
Zachariah Branch.
I've been seeing Branch.
Drake London too, though. Drake London.
So we know Drake London gonna be Drake London, but I've been seeing Branch.
I want
It's such a disservice to Drake London that he ain't got no quarterback, bro.
I wanted us to crash on Drake London when AJ. I wanted us to crash.
Hey, speaking of Zach Branch, because he just came out of college, I know we wanted to talk about that NCAA rule, but I don't know how recent y'all been paying attention though. But that they came out, all the major Power 4 conferences came out with the same set of rules and stipulations for those guys that got drafted or undrafted to the NFL that signed to training camp rosters. Not necessarily if you had a tryout, but if you was on the roster and you clearing waivers and stuff. So they ain't even letting them come play. Like the tight end that's supposed to go to LSU, he can't even come play.
On point.
It was a D tackle from the Saints that was supposed to sign with them boys too, but SEC don't put out to where even if they saying no, but if some of them coaches still do it, they're gonna suspend the coaches.
Yeah, they came out with the set of the sanctions that's gonna happen to the coaches if they keep them. Like if they decide to go play with them or whatever, you suspended for half the season. Your head coach suspended for half the season. You lose revenue, and that's funny right there. That's funny right now. And but certain cases though, like it's a linebacker that was at James Madison. He won Sun Belt Player of the Year. He just signed at UCLA. But the reason why he gonna be eligible to play in college is because he only had a training camp tryout. Like he wasn't on the roster going in the training camp. He ain't playing no preseason games. He just had a tryout.
How many years this man how many years he played before he went? Because you already got to be out of high school for 3 years before you can go to the NFL.
I think he transferred to 2 schools.
Man, they gotta,
We still in
they gotta tight. They gotta tight.
He's too low key.
Yeah, you got to think.
A couple of them floating around.
When you got to think COVID happened, the transfer portal happened, and they changed it all around. But nowadays, you ain't even got to go to class. You don't even got to be enrolled in class to play in a college game.
Hey man, somebody tell Cam, just go back, get that NIL and turn up for the chat, man. Turn up.
I know Cameron Brown is out of eligibility. I know he's out of eligibility. He shouldn't be able to do anything. That's not hate. That's just like Cam.
No, I know, bro. Cam played with Brady, bro.
You feel me? Because that was 3-4 years ago. That was 3 years ago. Like, come on, bro. But if they call you though, brother, go get that bag, bro. You feel me? They call you, but
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I'm surprised that the leagues are taking it as far as they are now, because at the end of the day, it's still notoriety and a money opportunity for them, because people are constantly talking about it. They playing, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all in the media. They're gonna make a whole bunch of money off of that, letting some of them guys come back. Not all of them, but
I feel
like it's money to be made.
I think places like conferences like the SEC, I think they make enough money on its own to the point where they want to keep the authenticity of or integrity of college football.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what SEC has always been the standard, right? People know you have 1, 2, 3 good years in the SEC, you a league guy. You feel me? So I think they want to keep the integrity of college football. Like they want to upbeat the standard. That's what I think. I don't think it's about the money, because LSU versus Ole Miss still gonna sell out. LSU versus Clemson still gonna sell out. You feel me? It ain't gonna be a problem.
Get drafted. So if they go back, they can't get drafted.
No,
Like okay.
they won't be allowed to be drafted. They can still get signed down the line, but they won't be eligible for the draft. So it doesn't make them.
I just feel like
I like that rule, but it just proves that they're just doing too much.
Yeah,
I think that rule altogether though, it just makes the whole situation like, why would you do it?
Because the whole point, in my opinion, the whole point of going back is to get drafted,
Get some more money,
But I think
and actually get a solidified spot on the team.
I think they think that they could put up better film, and they'll be in front of better eyes in college, rather than like playing overseas or something like that. They feel as if more scouts will probably see them in college, and I do
more probably will see them. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. They probably gonna hold it against them too.
But these the same.
But you know, my whole thing
Especially if they
so
go
like
back and they don't ball.
So like okay,
yeah,
so
of course,
boom.
but yeah, for sure. But if you hoop,
It's very late for them to go back because camp is over. Class started already. They getting ready, bro.
Season started this weekend.
and
Thursday.
And unfortunately, it automatically puts you in an undrafted position. Does that make sense? So it automatically puts you at a position to where you have to be a baller because the team doesn't care about you.
Right,
so the NFL is less likely to keep you on their roster.
And to Eli's point, they're gonna lose money. So like you being undrafted, you capped on how much money you coming into it with, unless you just going crazy with NIL. You can't get first round money, second round money, third round money, none of that. Like you can't get no drafted money, period. You feel me? So like, yeah, you really just kind of put yourself in a binder. So you really, if you go back, you gotta like hoop. Like the dude that's going to LSU, maybe he would have had a better chance because you're going to LSU, you're gonna be in front of some eyes and stuff like that.
I think he would have had the worst. I think he would have had the worst chance because the people like him actually played in the preseason game. You feel what I'm saying? Like people like Tommy Costanellos who didn't make it to anybody's camp. That's different. But I feel like if you played in a preseason game and got cut or released, you had your shot.
Yeah.
He need to go ahead and just pull a Braxton Miller and change his position. He too small.
If it was me, the only way I would be going back is just to run up that bag. To be honest, like
but
everybody,
how much NIL money left though for them folks?
I mean, who knows, bro? Everybody gonna know who you is now. You the guy that went back and played professionally and went back to college. Now your name ringing bells. I'm finna be in every brand partner and everything that I can think of and say, yeah, you might want to sign me to some cheese and use this notoriety while I got it. But that's the only thing that I can see positive coming out of this.
Also,
I feel like a lot of people ain't gonna rock with him though, just for the simple fact they think it's kind of a weak move. You done already played in the league.
Probably so. Probably so. But I'm just thinking of playing devil's advocate. Really, like what?
No, I dig it.
I don't see the point. Period. Like I don't see the point.
And another thing is, I feel like the NCAA picked a mighty fine time for this ruling to come out when most of the rosters are already set. And at this point, it's just who got the biggest purse to get the best prospect that's gonna make the most sense.
I'm about to say
what you about to say, Derek?
If these guys are good enough to like be on a team, NFL team, like even if it's a short stint of time, these guys are good enough to be on an NFL team. A college team is, first of all, certainly going to pick them up. Secondly, it will also give us a direct line answer to what's up with these scout eyes, because we're about to see if you're good enough, quote unquote, to be on an NFL team, you should be able to dominate college relatively at some capacity. Like you should be relatively the best at your position in some shape, form, or fashion. Somehow, if they come back and they can't even get on the field, that's going to tell us a lot about NFL scouts. First of all, which my theory, so I'm kind of excited about seeing that. And second, also, is also going to let us know really if players are going to develop or if they have a shot. Because I do believe that 1 year could do a lot for a lot of people. We're seeing this kind of now. Like we're seeing the age of most guys being 23, 24, 25, especially at quarterback, being developed and being able to stay in longer. I think tight ends, you're going to see a lot of tight ends doing that too. Like I think in certain positions that's going to flourish in that maybe.
I'm hearing the 1 year part, but you got to think it's really a 4-year process, right? Because that's a whole season playing college. They're already going to be behind because they can't get the draft money, like we said. It's a 4-year process. Whole season in college. If they make training camp, they're probably going to sign a 2-3 year deal. So you got to play through that entire deal and still be producing and hope that you don't get cut between now and then to actually get a bag. So that's why, in my mind, I feel like it's a 4-year process for those guys. If they go back.
For the guys that go back?
Yeah.
And you know what's so crazy?
Hoop. If you don't hoop, you're over with.
Oh yeah, if you don't hoop,
yeah. If you don't, but I do think if you hoop, you'll be good. But the only problem is, like I said, you'll come in as an undrafted guy.
I just don't know how much more development, how much more college development are they going to get?
I'm not even necessarily just talking about
development. It's really all about it. About numbers at this point.
Exposure, stuff like that. Yeah, just balling in front of a ball.
I don't really.
Might give them a better chance.
I can't really get behind the
exposure went out the window. Now they done pulled the draft opportunity. So that's
my thing is.
But even if they played overseas, they played overseas, you couldn't get drafted. So now it is only about exposure.
What do you mean by exposure? Some of these people came from prominent universities.
Okay, and what I'm saying is, if you don't make a team in the NFL, would you rather play in college that has more exposure or play overseas with less exposure if you're trying to get back in the league?
I just don't get it though. Like
you might not. Don't get me wrong; it's definitely poor tasting. But just from a factual standpoint, you have more eyes on you at a SEC or a prominent school. Let's not even say SEC.
It's just them fishing, bro. They really fishing. Like that's the only thing. I get what you're saying, Doug. But it's like that's literally the only thing they got going. The thing about the NCAA, bro, is it seems as if this whole NIL thing and a bunch of the stuff that's going on right now really took so long because they dead ass did not have no structure on how to like contain a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Have to pay the players. They never thought they'll have to pay the players.
They never thought that. I don't understand why they didn't why didn't they think ahead? People been talking about paying players forever, and they know that players have been getting paid regardless if it's legal or not for the longest. Why didn't they? Nobody thought to come to the table and say, "Hey, listen, when this do hit the fan or when we do cross that path, how do we plan on regulating these things, bro? Like you gotta think about stuff like that."
They were better off just paying. They were better off coming up with this earlier. They came up with this at the worst time when college football is at its peak and social media is booming, and you could be a celebrity just from doing a dance after you score a touchdown and get 50,000 followers. So it's kind of like they did it at the worst time. Poor leadership, and I'm pro NIL. And I'm for the money. They don't open up the floodgates.
Maybe not the worst time. They just probably wasn't ahead of the curve like they should have been.
As a player, you couldn't have asked for a better time with all these different avenues to get money. You couldn't ask for a better time, boy.
Bro, they literally dropped it at the best time for players and the worst time for college football. But I'm pro.
But again, I think I'm with DA though. I think it was just the worst time for the programs because they just were not prepared. Like they should have been prepared.
Why you anti-portal, dog? Do you know they put new regulations on the portal?
I think the portal done did worse than NIL. The portal done did worse to football than NIL could ever even imagine.
Worse? I think they go hand in hand. I think
NIL is only about paying players.
It depends on what type of player you're talking about.
NIL is only about paying players. The big argument about college football is about these players flying all over the country playing for different teams every year and coming back
because a lot of them have different NIL. Yeah, a lot of them got different NIL opportunities.
They can do it because of NIL, but if the portal wouldn't let them do it, they wouldn't be able to go over there. It's the portal. It's not the NIL.
Do you know they put new sanctions?
They weren't getting paid. I feel like they still would be moving the same way.
Yeah. Do you know how the portal operates now, though?
That's what. Yeah. And then if the portal was how it used to be, where people had to sit and whatever,
they do now. They got to sit now. It's a window.
I know. Okay, bet.
But get in a certain time.
What I'm saying is, I'm about to agree with you,
DA.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you that it go hand in hand because I think regardless if one thing didn't exist for both of them, people would move the same way.
No, because people right now, because like you said, people been getting paid at these SEC schools, and people wasn't leaving the way they were now.
So this is what I'm saying. Listen,
because back then it was illegal to get paid.
Right, exactly. On one side of it, listen. No, all that
niggas sit out, wasn't they?
Yes,
this is what I'm saying. Listen, what I'm
saying. It was illegal to get paid, but they take Reggie Bush Heisman because he got paid.
What I'm saying is, bro, but he was still getting paid. The reason why they wasn't moving wasn't because it was illegal to get paid. They wasn't moving because they had to sit out and miss a whole year of football,
bro. But nowadays they put stipulations on the portal. That's what I'm saying. When's the last time you looked at the portal?
Bro, I'm sure it's okay. Do they have to sit out a year?
Watch this. If somebody got into the portal right now,
not by a date. I don't care about that date stuff. I'm talking about regardless. I'm sure if you try to transfer way down the line, sure they might. No, I'm talking about just purely the principle of going to another school. Do they fine you or do they do anything just for you going to another school?
Yeah, they tax you. They tax you the months. You can't do it. Like if you was getting the portal right now, you have to wait this whole season until the next semester to go to another school. So you technically miss a year.
Well, it's still
the problem is they already granted so many extra years.
Could I leave? No, it's not, bro. Could I leave at a certain time and
that's
still
that's a big problem, bro. No, all of that stuff. All of it go hand in hand. You failing to realize how this shit go hand in hand. I'm agreeing with DA because listen, if you go blank slate, right? Even if you had the transfer portal the way that it is. People would transfer regardless. If it was the way that it used to be or how it's about to be, people gonna transfer regardless. If you have NIL without the transfer portal and people could transfer the way that they used to or whatever, you had to sit. If somebody ball out this season and they say we gonna pay you and you okay with sitting out your sophomore season, people still gonna do it because they get paid more.
because people was doing it before.
They gonna say no. They gonna say, you know what? I'm getting paid a M to see the season. Come on.
How many players? Now I'm not saying it would happen. How many players you think that would happen for it? That will only happen for the best of the best players. And my initial point. Hold on.
No.
My initial point.
No, I think it'll be depending on people's budgets. It'll be depending on the team's budgets.
Majority of
LSU are definitely somebody like LSU or these SEC programs. If they know that as soon as our starting quarterback, we got a starter for 2 years, and we seen that boy hooping at UMass, and we can pay him to come hoop with us a year down the line, and he could skip a year. They still gonna do that because they got the budget.
Ahead and learn the offense and everything.
I think what's ticking people off the most is back then people would transfer when they wasn't playing. Now people are playing. And getting off and transferring and playing and getting off and
you're not going to sit
out
because if you're playing, you're not going to sit out a year and you're playing. Duh.
You will do that if you going from UMass to LSU?
No, what I'm saying to you, Caleb, is
saying is, bro,
people left school
and guess what?
Because they wasn't getting no spark. They wasn't getting no
transferring up from UMass to LSU in that manner. Bro, that wasn't happening just as often. It was happening, but just not as often.
But it's also because NIL and the transfer portal go hand in hand.
Yeah, bro.
Because if you getting off at UMass, and you getting getting $35,000, and LSU come grab you, LSU went and grabbed the quarterback from Elon. He the third string quarterback on LSU. I'm sure his NIL check is crazy.
They don't have to wait no time, bro. There's no.
He's not gonna fucking play.
He's not gonna wait any time.
He left for the team.
You don't have to wait any time, bro.
You do gotta wait now. Is what he was getting at.
No, what DA saying is you have to wait a certain amount of months. You can still play the whole entire next season. Which is my point. Can you still play for one team year and play?
No,
stop. Let me finish.
But even whenever the transfer
that's what I said.
was going on,
can I finish my point?
It was still.
You gonna quote me right?
I've been trying to say this point for 5 times.
But quote me right. Though, if you're gonna say the point,
are you able to?
I know it don't feel good, ain't it? Are you able to play the year before?
Are you able to play the year before and play the next season?
If you hopped in the portal post from,
are you able to play the year before and play the full next
watch
season?
This. You ready? You ready for me to talk?
Yes or no?
If you hop in the portal after May of this year, and you out of school and you decide before December of this year right here that you want to get in the portal, you have to forfeit the entire season that we're currently in. So technically, you still sit out that year.
To play last year. Oh, let me ask it again since you don't understand well. Are you able to play last year and still play for a sweat brand new team the next year? Yes or no?
If you get in the portal before May, yes.
Okay, then so it's a bunch of hogwash. My point exactly.
But if you don't get in the portal,
you can still play for separate teams the very next year and hop around from team to team to team.
And it's before January too. You can't. What I'm saying is you can't practice a whole spring out of school.
We went around this for 5 minutes for nothing. You can still play from team to team to team to team to team, bro.
And what? How does that help your point that NIL and transfer portal don't correlate?
Because, bro, the whole reason why people are going from team to team to team to team because they don't have no punishment. They have no. That is the reason why.
No,
it's not because of the money, bro. It's because there's no punishment.
Yo, it's for the money, bro. Name somebody you know that transferred that didn't get a big bag when they transferred.
Bro. People would have been transferring for free if they could have. That's what you're not getting. When we played,
I agree with that statement.
I don't agree with that because back then I don't agree with that because back then people jumped the transferring to another school had a negative connotation. Is what I'm saying.
People were transferring.
We ain't talking about from back then. We talking if that was the current situation right now.
It ain't the current situation right now. Niggas is leaving for millions, bro. Y'all niggas is crazy.
We know that.
Hey, bro, no. It's one point that you fail to realize too, bro. With the transfer portal, bro, with the transfer portal, how it used to be, the schools was denying a lot of these transfers, bro. You had to get school permission. That's like a big part of why.
Do y'all know how many people in the transfer portal don't get picked up? This whole notion, everybody's in the transfer portal. Just these $1 million guys.
Teams would most of the people that's non-transfer. It was a certain schools that you could not go to.
Bro, most of the
now
players,
it's not like that.
Most of the people in the transfer portal are not 5-star elite guys getting millions of dollars. That is the argument. That is the minority.
That was not my argument. That's what I'm saying. Stop quoting me. That wasn't my argument.
These guys are getting millions of dollars, bro.
No,
that's not what he said. NIL and transfer portal go hand in hand. That's what
I'm saying. The amount of you brought up millions of dollars. You just said it, bro. It's on clip. You're on camera. It's fine.
Yo, but before that, I said something, and all you said was it was hogwash. I said something way before that.
Bro, the fact, what I'm saying is
you don't like the portal because niggas are good and they're leaving. That's what you don't like.
Bro, finish.
That's what you don't like. You talking about niggas not leaving for bread. No, you mad because a nigga can be good at Ole Miss and transfer to LSU and be good and transfer to Bama and be good and transfer to Georgia and be good. And along with being good, they get paid. And little do you know, they still giving third string niggas $250K. And I know that for a fact. So it don't matter whether they got 3-star, 5-star, 8-star. What I'm telling you is, you mad because niggas is good and leaving, not because niggas suck and they leaving.
Give me the stats that you get that majority of third string guys are getting 250. That's only SEC. Majority of people in transfer portal are not going to the SEC, dumb nut. That's what I keep trying to tell you.
You think the SEC the only one with a bag?
You think all these schools are just giving 250K to third string guys?
I know for a fact. I know for a fact the school offered a kid that didn't play that's at a Power 4 school. I know for a fact.
How many teams is that? How many teams?
I know for a fact you cannot play it down. I know for a fact you cannot play it down, and if a team need depth, they'll offer you what they think they can afford to get you for. I know that.
How many people was in the transfer portal last year? And then once we look up the probably. And when we look up how many people, you let me know how many people was getting these $250 to $1 million like you talking about. Let's see what percentage.
Hey, why that's being looked up? Let me get this off because I've been trying to get this off. DA, to your point, I know that there's a window now on the transfer portal, but there's also a back door to that. So there are people now let me shut up. Let me tell my story. God damn, it's people that are now unenrolling at the school that they're in since the transfer portal is closed.
That's not the transfer portal. That's not the transfer portal.
That's not a transfer portal. Back door. It's not
a back door. That's not a back door. That's another route. That's another route. That's another route. That's not a back door. A back door to the transfer. That's not a back door. I'm telling you, that's not a back door.
As a regular student,
that's not a back door to the transfer portal, though.
Why
That's
isn't it?
unenrolling and then re-enrolling in another school. That's a completely different thing. Regular students can do that. Non-athletic students can do that, is what I'm saying to you, Adam. That's not a back door.
I'm not arguing that. You missing my point. What I'm saying is that the NCAA is not allowing you, if you say, hey, I want to transfer here and I don't leave within this window. Say I go to spring ball.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but you said it was a back door to the transfer portal. That's not a back door to the transfer portal. That's a different avenue.
Which is what?
That's not the portal. That has nothing to do with the portal. That has everything to do with a kid unenrolling and then re-enrolling in another school.
The portal because I can't leave through the portal, so I got to go this way if I want to leave.
But what I'm saying to you is, you said it was a back door to the portal. If you ain't in the portal, how are you backdooring the portal?
Man, it's a front door, bro. We arguing about the back door and the front door.
And what I'm saying, how does that correlate to y'all not liking NIL and thinking NIL and transfer portal don't go hand in hand?
Now Dub like the NIL. It was the transfer portal he against. He like the NIL.
When I say I would go somewhere for the money, don't give it. Y'all, everybody clown me.
I'm pro NIL.
Go find the receipts. That's 2 years ago. It's in the chat still. We got the receipts.
The original, the whole
feeling chat. Everybody in the chat had jokes. I said, all right, and then you was joking. You and Kev, DA. Oh, this nigga, da. Yeah,
I was trolling, nigga, but I'm gonna take the money every time, bro. We was broke our whole life. What are you talking about? Duh.
I niggas trolling. Okay. Long as we understand that you keep saying this, y'all don't like NIL. That was never my point.
It's a transfer portal. We all pro NIL now.
But I don't understand why we don't like the transfer portal. I haven't.
If there was no NIL, bro, people would still be transferring at the same rate. That is.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that,
bro. Because you got to realize, majority of the people that are moving are people you don't know about. You're just thinking about the cream of the crop guys. You think about the 2%ers.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Pause. So it say more than it was about 10,500 players that transferred. But D1, hold on, it say D1 was about 6,700 of that.
That encompasses FBS and
most of
what
that was Power 4.
Exactly. So now I'm about to ask you this.
But it's including, but it is including like FBS and Shalon, stop. It is including FBS and FCS, so like it is including like mid majors too in that 6,700.
I would almost make the argument that I would think majority of that is mid major.
I ain't gonna cap though. I bet
But you think mid majors not paying nobody?
Not them just
Nah, they not paying crazy though.
Not them rats.
But hold on. But still though, do you
They
think
still eating though.
Players, that's my point. Do you think players are not transferring to these mid-major programs because they
of the
get
money.
paid? Yes, that's
Bro, they're,
kinda
yeah,
naive to
they,
think.
yeah, they are.
That's
They
naive
are.
to think.
They are.
That's naive.
They
to think
are.
that people
They are.
transferring
They
because
are. Like that's my
bro.
point. They
Come
are.
on, bro. You know that.
Am I going? Am I leaving? Am I leaving and going to Sunbelt for 20 racks?
Yes, you are, bro. Yeah, you are, bro. Like, yes, you are. That's my point, cuz. That's my point. It goes hand in hand.
If I couldn't go, if I had to wait a year, I don't know if everybody taking up 20 racks. I'm keeping it 100. If I had to wait a year before I went there, I don't know if every football player is taking on 20 racks, especially if you're going mid-major, knowing how important it is to play football and trying to play on Sundays. If you want to play on Sundays, taking a year off,
Guess what they can do?
or down is a tragedy, bro.
Guess what they can do? They can just go to another school the next year for a bigger bag. That's the point.
And then sit out another year.
No, they don't have.
They already getting 6 off the rip.
I'm
Dub,
saying, if you had to sit out a year, bro, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you had to sit out a year every time you move, you're not moving.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
You will when you get 6 of them. You got to think of how many years these kids getting these days.
You know what to slow it down, the transfer portal? If they put a cap on how much money a school can be paid, I mean, how much money a school can pay a player that first season, I think that'll slow it down because that's what's happening. A lot of these players is getting poached.
Bro, it's finna be they finna put a salary cap on them folks. That's what's finna happen.
I heard about that.
And see,
That's
no.
I don't know how they can do that. I don't know how they can do that.
No, see, that's what I don't like, bro. They're trying to find ways not to pay the players who are predominantly, let's just guess. They're trying to figure a way not to pay the players. No, paying is not the problem. Matter of fact, pay more to players. Pay the water boy. I have no
the
problem
salary
with that.
cap shit will never work.
The fact
It will
that
never work. These kids get paid off revenue share, bro.
The fact I can play for one team today and another team next year is crazy work. Period, point blank. It is crazy. Now I believe it should maybe be certain stipulations that I do maybe understand.
Like what?
Maybe like if you already graduated and going to like your 5th year. If you had like a death in the family, something like that, you want to move closer to your family.
So because I graduated, I got to take a less bag than the next man.
What do you mean less bag? I said if you're going on your 5th year, I understand you being able to, because you graduated from the school. I understand you being able to go to another school without taking penalty, is what I'm saying. I understand that. I understand if you had like a death in the family, so you want to be closer to your family, so you shouldn't and you want to move closer to a school.
Bro, it's not 2013 no more, bro.
Okay, and you asked me what's a bigger issue in college football, because the topic is what's wrong with college football, because people have been critiquing it. People have been critiquing college football. And I am saying the problem is the portal.
But
that is my claim.
But okay, no, and that could very well be a problem. What did we say to begin with though? NIL and the portal go hand in hand.
No, because people
they do though.
Before NIL.
It does.
It was the portal before NIL, bro. And on top of that, people were still getting paid. That's what the part that you're not realizing.
It was illegal to get paid.
They were still getting paid, bro. They were going knowing they were getting paid, bro. You think these players was transferring, waiting out a year, and
they had sanctions, though, bro. What I'm saying is they don't have that now.
Okay. You keep talking about these sanctions, bro. This is what you got to realize. Just put on your think cap, bro. If everybody's in the SEC getting paid, right? If they're already getting paid, and if I'm going from Alabama to LSU and I know I'm getting paid, why wasn't as many players transferring then if they knew they were still?
Adam already said that, but you was talking. So put on your listening ears, nigga.
Okay, are you going to answer the question?
Adam, tell them what you said. When niggas were transferring back then, what was happening? It was stipulations in it saying you can't go to D school. Didn't you say that? Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
Even with that, they were still okay. That don't matter. Even with that,
how does that not matter? That's what you just said.
Okay. No. You're missing the entire point, bro. Even with that, they're still able to get paid at another school. They were still going from school to school getting paid. Why were they not moving at the same rate then?
Prove that they was getting paid, Caleb. What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Do you mean like NIL pay or do you mean like under the table pay?
Why does under the table matter? They're still getting paid. That's why you keep bringing that up. That's why I'm lost.
It matters because it was illegal. Is what I'm saying to you. You're grouping two completely different things. You're grouping two completely different things, trying to make a point, and your point is wrong.
We can't hear you. You're on mute. But back to the point that I was making.
Illegal.
A lot of coaches
now
would block schools. You could not go to anybody that you was playing within the next 2-3 years. Nobody within your conference.
That shit don't matter.
Not
That
every-
shit don't
you
matter.
Just ask why wouldn't they go to another
That
school?
shit don't matter. What I'm talking about. That has no point, no relevancy whatsoever.
No, he was answering your question.
No, he's not answering my question because it has no.
How he
relevancy.
wasn't? Yes,
has
he
no
do.
relevancy.
You just
I
said
would.
why wouldn't they go from one school to another? He's
I'm
telling
saying,
you.
I'm
telling you why.
Why?
I'm telling you, bro. Even if with the list, what I'm saying is they can still go to another team. They're getting paid on the team now. Y'all keep talking about it's illegal.
No,
It's
no.
illegal.
You
Where they're
talking
getting.
about
Okay,
then.
go ahead. Go ahead.
You was talking about then. You ain't talking about right now. You talking about back in the day. I'm telling you what was going on back in the day and why that they wasn't moving as often because they couldn't.
Nigga told me to put on my thinking cap. He must have had to hear from you, Adam. Damn, thank you.
They couldn't go freely where they want to go the way that they can now.
Thank you.
Of course, that slows it down.
So you saying they would have been moving at the same rate if they could have went whatever and sat out a year?
No,
That's still a back
That's my
then thing.
fucking point, Adam.
That's
No,
still a
it's
back
not
then
the same rate.
thing.
That's my whole point. It's not going to be at the same rate. That's my whole point. The reason why they're moving at the rate now is because they don't
you're the
sit out a
only
year.
one that's arguing that.
But you say
arguing
that's the
with
whole
yourself.
thing about your rate thing is you're not thinking about the NIL at all when it comes to the transfer portal when that 100% is a factor though.
They got paid back then, and they didn't transfer.
Not
as
like
much, and
this
they got paid
NIL,
back
bro.
then.
Not like
They got paid back then, bro.
And then you have to think
He got some kind of beef with niggas that's getting
yes,
paid.
bro. And then when they was getting paid back then,
I'm saying you should pay them more.
Time out. When they was getting paid, bro, back then it definitely was like you had to be a top tier guy to be getting that type of cheese, bro. Like it's third stringers are getting paid now, hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro. You feel me? And it was guys back then that was getting paid under the table. What the third stringers are getting paid now. It's a difference, bro. It's a difference. For you to say that has no bearings on people transferring is being naive, bro. People are clearly transferring to go get more money. There's players that's blatantly telling you that I'm going to whoever giving me the bigger bag. There's players literally saying that, bro.
Facts, bro.
I
feel you.
Like you just can't say that that's not a factor at all.
No,
You
sure
just
it is. It's so minute till it's not hand in hand.
No, it's
Hand in hand
definitely
is
not
different.
minute. It's definitely not minute, bro.
It's not the
definitely
majority.
not
It's
minute.
nowhere near the
No,
majority.
no.
It's nowhere near the majority, bro.
No, that's not.
It's nowhere near the
at all,
majority.
bro.
And it's
So let me
obvious
ask you
that
this,
it's not
Caleb.
gonna point to even go back and forth.
So let me ask you this, Caleb.
But
Do
you
you
also
think-
got to think when you talk. My fault, not to cut you off, but you also got to think. You talking about the majority, bro. The folks that's transferring in a bunch of these smaller colleges are not doing it to the same rate as the bigger colleges too. Like the number of players may be smaller, but that smaller number of players are doing it more often. You feel me? People transferring from mid majors are going from like CSU to whoever and staying, period, point blank. You feel me? Like they got their starting opportunity or whatever, and then that's it. These folks in the Power Four are going from Oregon to LSU to Indiana to Miami just to get more exposure at each place, bro. And that's because of NIL. And they flat out telling you that, yeah, I'm trying to get that paper. I do feel you on the majority because at the end of the day, like the numbers, it's gonna be the majority regardless of however we push it, because it's way more players that's not Power Four than it is players that's Power Four. So regardless, that's gonna be true. But as far as people doing it for the money, 1,000% on
The
all
thing that
levels.
negates that entire argument, bro, what negates is it in our
No,
time.
because all levels people are still doing it for the money.
In
They're still
our
doing it for the money.
in our time, if you go back 10 years, even if it was 0 NIL, if we did not have to wait a year, the portal would be like it is today without the money.
Not
That's
this
what I'm trying
much,
to tell
bro.
you.
Not this
But
much.
yes, it would.
You telling me
Without
it'll be
the money.
10,000 players transferring a
Yes, it
year?
would.
You telling me it'll be 10,000 players transferring
Hey,
a year?
so listen,
Yes.
No,
listen,
bro.
so listen, Dub.
Yes.
So Dub, let me ask you this.
If that's the
So
standard,
let me ask you this, Dub. So,
leaving whenever they
so
want
if
to,
you was
I-
transferring now, right, and they
That's the
said,
whole point, bro.
listen,
The portal, it's the portal, bro. Even when people wasn't getting paid, I'm telling you, the portal wouldn't be beaten without the money. The portal would have been jumping out the gym without
Not
the
no
money.
10,000 players a year.
Yes,
bro.
it would have,
No,
bro. I promise you it would have, bro. I promise you.
I don't agree with that.
No,
I promise
I
you it
definitely
I
don't.
don't know if
agree
it
with
would have
that,
been that high, but I think it still would have been pretty decent.
Like you probably.
But you know who would have been a pretty decent? You know who would have made up the pretty decent?
After that, about 5,
You
6,000.
want to know who would have made up the pretty decent, Adam? It would have been those top guys. It wouldn't have been the third stringers that's in the portal getting 250K. My fucking point.
You don't think it's third
Yeah.
stringers that want to play? You don't think it's playing the third stringers that want to play somewhere else? That's a top talent, but the coaches don't like them. You don't think it's playing the third stringers or playing a different team?
They
that can
still
play
be
somewhere
sitting in
else
there.
the
They'll still
country?
be sitting in there. If they
Why would they be sitting in there? They can
because
go
all you got to
anywhere.
go off of is what? Film.
You can go anywhere. You can
Listen
go
though.
anywhere in the
Let me
country,
ask you a
bro. What
question.
you talking about?
So if you was
Go anywhere.
if you was in the portal right now and they told you they'll still pay you a bag, but you got to sit out a year, would you leave?
It depends on the size of the bag.
Tell me the size.
That's the whole point that DA is making.
Yes, and the DA whole point is that the size of the bag is the minority. That's my whole point. The size of the bag that would make most people jump. I'm saying is a minority.
It don't matter if it's the majority or the minority, brother. It's hand to hand. The bag coming and you sitting
No,
out.
it's-
That's my point.
no,
That's my fucking point.
And I'm saying, bro, it is the minority, bro. It is the minority. It is not majority. Hand in hand implies 50-50. It is not that. Majority of the issue is because of the portal.
You
Does
speaking from
NIL
a
bring up-
perspective like these kids play football because they love it. That's what's killing me. You talking from a person who loved the game, bro. That it ain't no love in the game. It's just money these days, brother.
Bro, the same amount of people would be transferring even if NIL didn't exist, bro. Players want to play football, bro.
Okay, so
players want to play, bro.
So if you ain't want to sit out, if you ain't had to sit out when you was in college, you would have hit the portal for a better opportunity.
After the HUD year, I definitely even thought about it. I definitely had enough film. I wanted to go to A&T my 5th year. I always say that.
So
no NIL.
No NIL.
That's not even going up. Think
So-
about that. That's not even going up. Bro.
So
That's
what
just
if
a
you would
lateral
watch
move.
this?
How
What
many
if,
players do you think want to move?
hold
laterally
on. So let's say you would have had that HUD film your freshman year. You would have jumped in the portal?
Absolutely.
Watch this.
If I don't have to wait out a year,
Hold on. If you don't
Why would
gotta
I
wait a
not?
year. You don't gotta wait a year.
yes,
And then
I'm jumping
watch
out.
this. And then let's say you get off at your next school and you got even better film and you can go bigger. You gonna jump in the portal again?
Do I got to wait a year again?
No, you don't gotta wait.
Yeah, because I ain't got to wait.
But you also said these
I
new
ain't
guys
gotta wait.
that's getting the bag for doing this should have to wait a year. But you just said you would
No,
go to
it's
3
not.
different
I
schools
did not
without
say
waiting a year.
It's not touching the bag. It's not touching the bag.
You talk low enough. You
It's
talk
not
low enough. I'm gonna let you
bad,
contradict
bro.
yourself, nigga.
What do you mean because they get a bag, they got to wait a year? What are you talking about?
He said that you only against it because they get the bag.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. How does
But
that
you
make
would,
sense?
but he said the fact.
He
that
said
you
if I
would've did
could
it.
as a football player, why would I not do it?
So
Duh.
why? But so the point he
That
No,
doesn't
but
mean
you,
it's right.
you started your argument with they was going different places every year, and that was a problem for
point-
you.
And he
Because they
said
can.
why
That's my
he's
point.
saying why is that a problem if you would have did it too?
It's a problem
For no
with
money.
football in general. That doesn't mean that it's right because I would do it. What are we talking about? That makes
But you
zero
arguing. But your
I'm
point
not
is
saying-
your
no,
whole
no,
argument is the fact that it ain't right.
I'm just articulating what he's saying.
No.
Your whole argument is the fact that it ain't right.
Hold on. Let's stop. I heard a lot of oohs and ahs. I'm lost on how the fuck that's a point. Just because
No,
I would do it
no,
does not mean anything.
no, but
whatsoever.
Your
That
your
means
point
zero
nowadays.
at all.
Your point nowadays is the portal ain't right because people can what jump
If
from
you would
different
have
places.
if you
in
would
a
have
year.
paid me and I could leave, it would have been a hell yes instead of a yes.
But I'm saying, from based off what you saying,
Does that mean your
And
argument is disproven?
that's what's going
the whole
on, bro.
argument.
That's what's going on.
Bro,
That's
bro,
what's
what I'm
going
saying-
on.
what
Folks
I'm
is getting
saying
paid
is-
and they're not thinking twice about it.
It is a start and an end, bro. Oh my goodness. I can leave, so I'm going to leave because I want to. That is just human nature, bro. Majority of football players want to play, so if they can leave without no repercussions, they will. Period, point blank. It's
but
that
yo,
simple.
but what
Pure
I'm
point
saying,
blank. That is my argument. Pure
before
point
you
blank.
even did all
Right.
that, you said the portal was the problem because you can play on
Why
one
is that?
team
Why
1
is
year.
why is that
I-
bad?
Hold on,
Why is that
Rizzo,
bad?
hold on.
It's nothing about the money. So let's just clear
Yo,
this up. I
no,
didn't
no, no.
bring nothing up about the
I'm
money.
not. I'm not
So
about to
let's
say
start-
nothing about no money. Just listen to
Brought it
me.
up before, so let's be very
Yeah,
clear.
but right now I ain't bringing it up. So shut your mouth and close your ear and open your
Wait a
ears,
minute.
nigga.
Wait
So
a minute.
shut your mouth and open your ears, nigga.
Wait a
You said the problem with the portal is the fact that you could just go from year to year. You could start on one team 1 year, start on one
Yes.
team the next year, start on one team this year, start on
horrible
one
for the
team next
product.
year.
It's horrible for the product. Yes.
I just asked you if you was getting off on one team and had an opportunity to go to another team, then got off on that team and had an opportunity to go to another. Is that not still the same year-to-year thing?
Yes, and it would still be bad for football, but I would do it for myself because I'm still part of the human people that I'm talking about. Dumb nut. What are you
so why are you upset at the portal then? If that's what's going on now?
I just said, okay, let me say it again slowly.
No. This is the question.
I don't know if it's
how do you see it being bad? Explain to me, like.
Thank you, Renzo. Do you understand why he's asking that, DA? Before we move on, do you understand?
So what I'm saying, why is it bad if you'll do it?
Do we all not do things bad that maybe we say that
I don't do stuff bad? I'm not finna get on the internet and say
nothing I don't agree with.
Yeah, okay. Nothing that's going against my.
Hey, but no. That's separate. That's a different conversation, gang. No, because the real question that need to be asked though is why you think it's like
if y'all found $1 billion and it was somebody else's in the desert, are you gonna tell somebody or you gonna try to take it? That's wrong. You should tell the people. But you probably take the money.
No, we said
we're not against taking the money. We're not against taking the money.
Is it morally wrong to take the money though?
Is transferring morally wrong? What's morally wrong about that?
No, I'm not just saying. I'm just saying it is.
No. You're making the comparison to
DA made it. DA said it wrong. DA said it was wrong. DA brought that up.
No, you said that. You said the portal was wrong because they were doing that.
No. DA said, why would you do something that you do not agree with or think is wrong? He brought up being wrong initially.
Because you said the portal was wrong because they were doing that.
With it. If you don't agree with it, that's what you mean. Like
I don't agree with taking somebody else's money in the desert.
If I find it, I agree with it. Shit. I disagree with you trying to goddamn. I disagree with you trying to be like, whose money is this? Whose $1 billion is this?
No, nobody's going to do that.
No. But we keep going away. We keep going away from this because the conversation gonna keep circling back. Explain to me what's wrong about the not what's wrong with, but how the transfer portal
is bad for the fan base because
for football.
It's bad. I'm telling you from the football perspective, from the fan base that is watching it, there is no continuity because you do not get to have your favorite players on the same teams as much as it used to be.
But hold on, but you said it was bad for the product. I want you to speak from the product
itself. Watching the product, being able to have that player be on that team and be a legacy member.
But if it's good football, what difference do it make? Like if they still playing at the same level, I ain't gonna say good football.
I don't even think football is bad.
That's where I'm getting at. Because everybody
think it's a lot to do with that.
Everybody gonna have an opinion. Everybody gonna have an opinion on what they feel about what football is, regardless. But what I'm saying is if the game's still being played at a high level, why does it matter about people seeing their favorite players? Because with NIL, hold on. With NIL, anyways, the way that it's going, NIL is basically making college football amateur pro sports, right? With the NFL, I mean, players leave all the time, So why does it make football itself bad in your opinion?
Because I think even football done had a drop.
But how? Why? That's what I'm saying.
Quality of football.
Explain how it ties together. Don't just tell me that you feel like it's bad. Explain it.
What do you mean? Like explain how I think going from team to team and continuity is probably not good for the overall brand of football. That's why Indiana.
Yes, explain it. Yeah, you tell me.
Okay, perfect example. A team like Indiana that won last year is a rarity now because everybody can't put pieces together and win it like that. Because it's so rare. You don't see well-formed, like the way that Indiana's precise and always on point. A lot of teams make a lot more mistakes. I feel as if, and y'all might agree, I do feel as if the top teams, like back in the day, was probably a little bit more precise, bro.
So you think, hold on. So you think Indiana was precise because they kept players together?
No, I think it's just harder to be as precise now. It's just harder in general. Indiana struck gold. They was able to do it. I just think it's going to be very rare. It's literally just going to be now like Alabama, bro. You got to realize, even when Alabama was winning, although you could make the argument they definitely had the best players, a lot of teams was loaded as well during the Alabama time. But you had to play almost at a perfect level of good football to win. I don't think it's like that no more. A lot of people are just kind of winning, I think, honestly, off of almost more talent now a little bit. Like, I'm not always.
So you think Indiana's more talented? I'm confused.
No, I think Indiana's more precise. I think more precise is always going to be talent. It's going to be harder to be precise now. It's going to be way more rare for precision now. It's just going to be
so
rare.
What do you think would increase precision?
Continuity. Same players being there year after year after year, building programs, continuity.
So what was it that made Indiana precise without the country?
Lightning in a bottle, striking gold, like I said, damn near luck. Just like I think it's gonna
Damn
be
near
more
luck.
rare. Not luck. I think it's gonna be more rare, bro. Georgia's able to kind of do it. Georgia's been able to do it.
I
over
think
the years, but
Indiana created a formula that a lot of teams that don't have the bag as big as some of these other teams will start to do.
Going old, just
Basically,
old.
yeah, just go older. Yeah, go experience. I think that's really what it was. I think it was the precision came from, which it might point to your point a little bit. The precision came from the players that they decided to go get just being more polished.
Yeah, for sure. Like they were able. Think about it, bro. When you were able to leave, then if I was sitting out a year, you was a dog. For them to be like, we're willing for you not to play a whole year and still come to our school, you had to be an instant changer for that team, bro. So
I think with NIL, bro, when they implement, they start getting a little bit more stricter on these rules, and they more than likely might go back to those type of rules. I think that's still gonna happen. I think
they're gonna leave the portal wide open and just go stricter on the money, which I don't like, and that's why I'm bucking.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that either. But I also think they're gonna go strict on the portal because they're working the strictness of the portal first before the money. They're working on the portal right now before the money. And you got to think with NIL too, bro. Like NIL allows the players to make money off their name, image, likeness, regardless of how much money the school is paying them. It's just the money that they getting is funneled through the school for the most part. So if they do end up doing some type of salary cap or whatever for these schools, that doesn't cap the amount of money that the players can make, if that makes sense. So that's like, I think we all in the
it ain't never gonna be a cap on it.
It ain't. Yeah, as long as they can make money, bro, the players will never be like capped on how much money they can make individually.
You feel me, bro? Like that 9,000 you making during the summer a month is good, but what about when it's the 3 months in the fall going into the early winter time, and you instead of you getting 9,000, you getting 22 because y'all done sold the stadium out. Like, you're never gonna put a cap on it. Rev share is rev share, bro.
They should never put a cap on NIL, in my opinion. I don't see how. Just don't let people leave as much, and I promise you that'll mitigate a lot of things. That'll mitigate a lot.
If they go back to you transfer and you got to sit a year, I still think it's gonna be teams like LSU, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas,
getting like the best of the best freshmen, like the elite of the elite freshmen that might be a top. That's a guaranteed first round lock. Yes, the regular
ain't nobody no guaranteed first round lock. But
the cornerback number 2 on this team that got high upside might not be leaving, bro. Unless that team really do want him. Right
but
now,
a lot of people already.
If these schools been recruiting, these schools been recruiting these guys and already got them in they radar. I'm pretty sure. Like if they recruiting somebody right, and it's a cornerback, LSU tell a cornerback, listen, we want you to come to our school. We got you. You know, 800,000 right now. That's gonna become 1.2. Whenever you become a starter, but you more than likely gonna become a starter in year 2. That cornerback end up going to Oregon or whatever, and still is the cornerback too, but he went to Oregon because he got an M off the gate. You feel me? LSU will still tell that same corner, like, we still want you now, and we still got that 1.2, maybe might be 1.5 now to come over here. You just got to sit a year. You was sitting anyways. Come on. I think that still happen. Where they'll still pay a bag for the corners that they was recruiting to come back over there because they already had their eyes on them. But don't get me wrong. The players that got their film and that's already out there and stuff like that, yeah, they gonna get first deals for a lot of stuff. But if you're talking about, you know, certain players that they already wanted and already had a plan for them, I definitely think they're still gonna go after.
I can't remember the stats. What percentage of players even that left for the portal used to even get picked up? Only a small number of players even used to get picked up from the portal.
What are you talking about back when we was in school?
Even now, I don't know if most players get picked up that are in the portal. I don't even know now.
I think they get picked up, but a lot of them are forced to go like to lower level schools.
Lower levels, but even back then, bro,
That's why I don't think the portal would have jumped back then, whether you had to sit out a year or not. I think that
Bro, the portal would have been still. I'm telling you, if you didn't have to sit out a year, DA, do you know how many players would have left and went lateral? Like what Renzo talking about? I'm more so thinking laterally. If you don't have to sit out a year, it is a team. Let's say if.
So are you saying when you say
what I'm
lateral,
saying is-
you mean like Charleston Southern
Virginia.
and Liberty?
Yes, bro. Do you know how many coaches? You're a freshman. You're at Charleston Southern. You don't like it no more. You're still a freshman. Would you get recruited by Liberty? And Liberty coach said he just played the year before. I just want him the year before. You can come over right now with no cost, with no time. Of course, I'm gonna move laterally. Why would I not go over there?
There's not many people that ain't moving laterally or lowerly or upperly
If
or
you
whatever
don't
the
have
fuck
to,
the word
if
is.
you don't have to wait a year, that's what I'm saying. Who wouldn't leave?
What came first, NIL or the transfer portal? Anyways,
I'm pretty sure the portal.
Transfer portal came first,
And I bet you the numbers spiked the time.
and right after that, guess what came right after that? Name, image, and likeness.
I bet you the numbers spiked before the NIL. I bet you if the portal changed first, the numbers spiked before the NIL.
Maybe,
That
but
kind of proves that it's not the money.
it don't really because
Not really.
once they came up with NIL, they intertwined it with the transfer portal. You go into the
You're just
transfer
saying
portal.
because you keep saying they're going to get paid only.
So
You're
no.
thinking about
I
those
didn't. I'm not saying they're going to get paid. I'm not saying they're only going to get paid. They could be going to play too. But what I'm saying is, I know that the transfer portal and NIL are intertwined because they come out with market values for a quarterback one, or like kind of like a median of like what you should offer a left tackle.
Another thing, I don't know if I'm already at an SEC school. I'm the defensive tackle 3, and I got paid $500,000. I don't know if I'm waiting a year and getting paid an extra $250 at another school. I don't know. I already got $500,000. I don't know if I'm
You already
risking a
got
year
five
of football.
niggas, bro.
I'm risking a year of football, bro. I'm being dead serious. If I'm at SEC and I think I can play on Sundays, I don't know if I'm risking that unless I'm a shoe-in lock. Unless I'm a shoe-in, bro.
I ain't never
Risking
heard
a year of
nobody
football.
that don't want $7 instead of $5. Like, come on,
You
bro.
say
You
that,
gonna
bro,
go get the
but when you
bread.
got 500, bro, and you already had a good program, why would I?
But you
take
ain't
that
getting no
chance?
spark at that program, brother.
Who's guaranteed to say you gonna get the spark of the next program and you just sat out a year?
so boom. Listen. So the year before the transfer portal happened, it was a total of 706 college football players that transferred. When the transfer portal happened, it went to 1,500.
Double.
So it like doubled.
Instantly. Double.
Then mind you, the portal.
Then what did it go to
portal
when they
came
when
out
they came out with
What did it do the next year? What did it do the
NIL
next year?
came
Was
out
the NIL around the
2021.
next? Was the NIL around the next year after it?
3 years later.
If
Okay,
you
what
listen,
happened? Okay, then what happened the year after that? Then because we ain't at 3 years. What happened the year after that?
Look up.
If it goes up, then that
Hold on,
proves
I'm finna-
my point.
See
No,
what
without NIL. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Without the NIL, does it still go? Because it still has
Maybe the
one more time.
2022 transfer portal because the NIL came in July 1st, 2021.
Then do the 21 transfer portal then. Because if it came out,
And the next
If it came
year,
out in
only
July,
the next
August
year.
would've
Listen,
been-
the very next year before NIL,
Maybe.
it was only about 100 player increase. It
What
went from
about
about 1,500 to 1,600.
What happened after that when NIL came?
All right, hold on. I'm about to
That'll
look
be
up.
good. If he jumped to 4-5 bands, it could be an anomaly for like other reasons, but I would probably be kind of fair leaning like maybe it is the money. I would like to see how many of them guys left for above majors. Those probably mid majors.
It say during the 2021-22 cycle for the first academic year following NIL, it was 1,900, almost 2,000.
So about just another 33% jump. That's probably either or in my opinion.
and that's early. That's early NIL too. So
And
We
it
just
was,
did early.
it
We
was,
just did early portal.
went to
We just did
3,000.
and it
early-
was.
when it was early portal. You didn't say it's early
It say
portal too.
it say
I
this
did say
number.
that.
Hold on, it say this number climbed significantly in subsequent years, passing 2,300 the next year, 2,700 the year after that, and then more so and more so.
What's the
We up
biggest
to fucking-
increase by rate? What's the biggest increase by rate? So far along, up until now, it seems as if the first year the portal opened up. Now it could be, don't get me wrong, that don't mean it was a big spike, because I do think the last 2-3 years, it probably had a huge jump. I'm with that. I'm sure it
But
probably-
again, too though, it's kind of I gotta go a little bit deeper on the research because you got the transfer portal, then you got the players like DA was saying, the ones that actually did transfer. You feel me? A lot of people entered the portal and like didn't actually go nowhere.
That's my point. Majority, those players that didn't go nowhere wouldn't have even been in the portal. For sure.
But the majority
but I
did go
said that
somewhere,
too,
though.
though. I said that too. I said back then, if we didn't have to sit out a year, majority of the players that's in there, like those third string guys, probably ain't jumping in the
if you
portal.
didn't have to sit out a year, would you have said that Charleston Southern for 4 years?
Hell no.
Do you think you sitting out a year had anything to do?
I ain't gonna cap. I would have sat out a year and left.
Now imagine if you ain't had to sit out a year.
I would have sat out. And y'all know why.
So let me ask you this: why you ain't leave?
You don't think Johnny and certain guys like that, you think they would have been at Charleston Southern for 4 years and they had to wait a year?
Of course not.
Come on, this is common sense, bro. Troy McGowan's, did he stand there all 4 years?
Nah,
Mike
I can't hold that Johnny
Holloway,
statement. I can't hold that Johnny statement because Johnny took
Sure.
6 visits.
Sure. Mike
Johnny
Holloway,
took 6
D-Man,
visits after one of his
Sure.
seasons.
Sure.
I
And
know
he
he
would've been
did.
He would have went on 50 after the film he had.
But you know he went on visits though. Johnny's our homeboy.
Cam
Stop
Brown-
acting like that.
Cam Brown literally still left. Cam Brown still left.
But
We-
stop
we-
trying to
we-
act like
we-
stop trying to act like the Johnny shouldn't though. You're tripping. Johnny definitely took visits though.
Johnny would have left, bro.
He took visits to leave. What are you talking about? And he didn't leave.
Well, we know why he did.
His pool would have been way wider, and he would have been more likely to leave had he not had to sit out a year. What is your rebuttal for that?
I don't need a rebuttal for that because that ain't what was said just now. You asked
No, that is the
Adam.
whole point. That is the whole point. The reason why he didn't leave is because he had to sit out a year. That is the whole point.
Maybe, but what I'm saying
Yes,
to
that
you
is the
is
whole point. That's the whole point. DA.
that's one of your points. But the point you make,
No, I named several people.
This thing right here is like, again, this AI, so the numbers might not be quite correct, but out of the players that transfer without getting some type of money to them, the numbers is about 3 to 4%. So it's like very small.
The amount of players without what?
Like they didn't get no money when they transferred. Like they basically transferred for the love of it. It's 3. It was 3%. 3% of the players that transferred in 2024. 4% of the players in 2025, and pending data for
I'm sure, but I'm sure that's all of the players that were able to be actually in the portal to move. I'm sure that's not including the people.
No. That's just for the players that actually did transfer.
That's what I'm saying. That's not including all the players in the portal that wasn't able to transfer.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying now?
I feel you, but how much different you think that would have?
I think it's a lot of, in my opinion, I think it's a lot of players, bro. And head coaches.
It's a good. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a good bit of players that entered the portal that didn't get the transfer. It's about 30. It's about 30% of players that entered the portal that don't actually transfer or
that
whatever.
don't get transferred. And then we got to think about the players that go. All I'm saying is, you think about the players 30% that don't get picked up. Then you got to think about the players that just go laterally, which is probably a large percent. Then you start talking about the top of the guys that probably go mid-major. Then we got to go to the cream of the crop that's going up the SEC and stuff. You feel me? Like, there's so many layers to it. To the numbers that we're talking about, the type of people is up there. Majority of the people is below, down there. They're not waiting. They're not sitting out of here for 50,000. Then they already got 30.
We gotta do this. This is some good little research to dive into, man. But we know we can go all day, man. What it is? It's 10:26. We've been on for about an hour 45, almost 2. You know, we had a great show. Next week, we gotta dive more into our teams and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully, we'll have a guest or 2 on here next week. If you're on here, if you're on YouTube, Twitch, whatever it is, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all social media at Checkers FOF for the most part. Factor Feelings. We on everything that you can find. And yeah, man. Anything y'all want to leave the people with? Let's check these comments real quick.
Shout out my dog Mace.
Shout out to Mace, man, big bruh.
Not guaranteed still of this.
Niggas jumping in that portal for that bag.
Yes, people as well do jump
And
in
the portal
for that.
and the portal and NIL are hand in hand these days.
Bro, people was
It's all
begging about
intertwined.
what you don't realize is people was begging for the portal to be changed well before the NIL money. They were begging for the portal to be changed before money was even a thing. They were already begging before money was even relevant. It was already a thing.
Hey,
You think so for real? I feel like
Yes,
I feel
bro,
like people started complaining when people started getting extended for COVID years.
as a college football player, bro, we all will agree and know this. Going to a different team or being in the portal was common football talk in the locker room. Common talk, bro. Common talk. It was always some players talking about they want to play somewhere else every day. This
But I'm-
notion that,
But I'm talking about like as
people
far
didn't
as
want
like
to play for
people.
other teams.
I'm talking about
Mhm.
people kind of being upset at the portal. I feel like the people being upset at the portal kind of came when folks started getting all them extra years from the COVID years, and like people was transferring.
nah.
from year 6.
Yeah, that too.
They
But
wasn't
yeah, people be
upset
talking
until
about
the money
transferring
came
every
along.
day. But
Yeah.
nowadays,
I think
the portal and NIL are intertwined.
I think people hate on the portal now because they hate on the people getting the money. That's why I'm pro money. They just
No, how can
although
you
I
say
think
that?
portal-
I led my
'cause I
argument
think-
with the
'cause I think
reason why
portal
you
is a
don't like the
bigger
portal
problem.
is because niggas getting money.
And what do you have to support that? When did I ever say in my whole point that I love the money? I started off with that. So how you gonna say I don't like it because of the money? That's why I was confused from the beginning. What are you talking about?
And then I went on to say you don't like it because niggas are good at these schools and leaving to go be good at another school. Then you
No, I
said,
don't care about that. It's
Hey.
not about being good.
then you
Hey,
said,
this just
then-
chat now.
hold on.
I don't- I
Then
think
you
for myself.
then you said it was no continuity. As a fan, it ain't no continuity. Nigga, who gives a fuck?
You
This
think
thing.
football is better now, or was it better? College football was better 10 years ago. Be honest. Be honest. No old head,
So-
get off my line. Keep it 100.
so-
or is it not 7-on-7 football right
So-
now? Keep it G, bro.
So here's the
College
thing about
football
my
is
answer. My answer
7-on-7
gonna be different from everybody else's answer because I've already like evolved into the way college football is now.
I think it's more competitive now.
I'm kind of fine with saying that.
Like I've
I'm fine with saying
evolved
it's more
to the way it is
competitive.
now. Everybody's
So
good.
it's hard for me to say it. Like back then, for me personally, like that was like my favorite era, bro. You know, the Tyrann era, that 2008 about 2014, the real NCAA era, the BCS era. Like that was one of my favorite eras. But I am a fan of competitiveness. But I think it's just because, like, bro, I love sports. Period. Like I can sit and watch
This
any
is the best.
sport, so
this
it's
the
hard
best-
for me to answer that.
This is the best way. For
And
me to say it.
personally, I think college football is better now because everybody's good.
This is
You know what
thank
I'm
you. It's
saying?
better.
The
This is a better way for me.
competitiveness.
to
I
say
think
it.
the
I think
competitiveness.
it's more competitive, but the great football is not as often now. It's just more competitive. That's a better way to put it.
But don't if
Great
and if you
football
beat a
is
good
often
nigga
now
that
just
make you
more
great.
competitive.
He like top. He like
He
when it's a little
talking
bit more
star
top
power.
heavy.
Oh, he
Yeah,
talking
I
about
like
star
it when it's
power.
like. No, I'm
Yeah,
not
like
even talking
star-
about star
yeah.
power. I'm just
But he
talking
got
about,
stars though.
I'm not even just talking about star power. I'm talking about, bro.
I
When
think
you
He
have
was
star
just saying
power,
like how top heavy,
Tyrann, Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton type shit.
when they were, bro, when
People that was
Alabama,
dominating everybody.
Indiana,
Like
imagine Indiana level of precision with nothing but 5 stars have been on the same team for 4 years. That was what football was. That's what
Oh,
I'm
so
trying to tell you.
Bama. So like Nick Saban, Bama.
It wasn't just Bama though. Even SEC teams was really good. It's just unfortunately it was
gotta
teams
go
that were
through
just.
Bama.
Thank you. Them teams right then I think are probably still better than a lot of teams now.
Duh.
Yeah.
They didn't even win. They didn't even win this shit. They didn't even win it. That's my point. But I do believe overall football is more competitive. On a Saturday, I am more likely to see a shootout. I absolutely do agree with that. Yes, I do agree with that. But I don't think that I'm seeing better level of football played at a high level more often now. I don't think that. That's a better way to put it.
I just wanted to say for the fuck of it, I just went and I searched how intertwined is the transfer portal and NIL. I just want to see what it's gonna say. I'm not saying I agree with this or disagree with it.
Anti-NIL. That's the rhetoric they're trying to do now. So they're going to say is
No, this thing say the relationship between. Shalon, hold on. This thing say the relationship between the transfer portal and NIL is completely inseparable. They act as the engine and fuel of a multi-billion-dollar free market system. Separately, the portal allows immediate mobility and NIL allows athlete monetization. Combined, they have fundamentally shifted college football into an era where elite programs manage 30 million to 50 million annual player payrolls funded by institutional revenue sharing and private donor collectives.
This is when people get mad at AI because I can't stand AI for questions like this. For questions like this, I can't stand AI. I don't mind if you use AI that have like cited sources and you just go to the sources.
Nah, your ass like it when it
I never pull up
when it confirm your biases.
I never pull up AI that don't have.
You never go against Hoodie DA, nigga.
I never use AI that does not use cited sources.
Who said this didn't have cited sources?
No. I'm talking about like direct quotes from the sources. I use mainly AI.
Who said it didn't have direct quotes from the sources? All this is coming. It got
everything read was not a quote. Everything you read was quotes put together in summation. What I'm saying is I've used AI and I've had stats, but it's been sports reference stats. Sure, I used AI to pull up sports reference stats. You just said a bunch of quotes that's put together. What I am saying is the kind of thing that kind of proves this whole thing is saying that it's intertwined, bro. It's nothing but propaganda to get rid of paying players. They're going to say, "See, bro,
that's not what they're trying to. They're not trying to get rid of paying players.
Yes, they are.
No,
yes,
I can tell you. No, I can
absolutely.
And I can tell you. No.
The level of money, the amount of money they're getting paid. They're trying to.
I know. Like what you might see in certain rhetorics with media and shit like that. But I promise you, the institution of the NCAA and all of them is not trying to get rid of paying players because that ain't doing nothing but giving them more money. I promise you that ain't going nowhere.
They playing the players. They paying the players pennies, bro.
Yeah, I promise you that's the last thing. If they stop paying players, bro, the NCAA, one of the main reasons they started to pay players is because, bro, the NCAA was almost at risk of damn near crumbling type shit. You feel me? Like we almost was about. They was like the SEC and all these other like conferences. They was
Popeyes before that chicken sandwich.
They was about to leave the NCAA. Now, the NCAA wasn't even about to be a governing body anymore.
Absolutely,
they are not.
The SEC, they've been talking about crashing. Absolutely, so they just open up the.
I know. I'm saying NIL made it to where like y'all better sit y'all ass down, and the NCAA is never not going to pay these players.
So are you saying did you have when you read that? Did it say that the transfer portal and
talking about the AI
NIL,
the AI say it wasn't.
They're intertwined, and you said something about the engine and the fuel.
I mean, I can go to these actual things because the first thing where it was talking about it being inseparable. Well, this is a news source, so we can cancel that out pretty much. But then when they started talking about the money, let me go to some of these links. And you know, like USA Today and stuff, they always got to have their sources. So let's see what sources they use.
The only thing I don't like is they say with the new, like with the use of money, as if money hasn't been being used. They keep trying to say it's legal now. I don't care. Majority of big teams is using money, man. That's why I keep being confused. As if majority of teams. Carolina was not one of the top SEC teams for a long time, and they were getting money too. Like that was a common thing.
Yeah, but you got to understand, folks like Jadeveon Clowney was getting peanuts compared to what he would have got in the NIL was around.
I'm not saying that, but all I'm saying is this
Jadeveon might have got 200,000 type shit.
You don't think
he didn't touch an M before? You don't think at least not off of football he didn't.
You don't think if Jadeveon wanted to go to another team and didn't have to wait a year, somebody would have paid him more than Carolina, whether if it's pennies or not?
I think he would have went there from the jump.
No, I'm talking about if he didn't have to wait a year and somebody was offered to pay him more. Do you think he would have left
for the money? Yeah.
And I'm saying now, people when he was at Carolina was probably willing to still pay him more to leave Carolina, and he still didn't leave. Yes, absolutely, bro.
I don't
Absolutely,
know.
bro.
I don't know who is willing to pay him more,
Bro, the streets is saying that
Everybody in
transfer
college
portal
football.
and NIL is intertwined, gang. That's what the streets say.
He said the streets. AI saying that.
AI said it.
Allen
AI
Iverson.
Hey, I said it,
Hey,
bro.
DA, back to your point earlier, what you said about schools being behind the ball as far as not preparing themselves for the transfer portal. I think one of the biggest issues with the situation in the beginning was them trying to figure out where they was going to get the funds from. There's only so many millionaire donors that you can hit up and say, hey, we need this bread here, How many times can you do that without winning the championship? In my opinion, that's where the revenue share kicked in. They had to find some other type of way to generate income. Just like right now, LSU just sold 10% of their media rights, just trying to raise I think it was like $100 million or something like that. They traded
and
they
it's kind of
rights for the whole athletic program.
yeah.
Hold on, before you
raise
answer, DA.
money. And that 100,000 is only gonna last them like a year and a half, 2 years.
Exactly. I'm with you, Adam.
Before you answer, I just want Doug to know, it's definitely some direct quotes in this. But
I'm sure it is. I'm not saying it's
there.
none. I'm not saying it's none. I was just saying what you read off was probably a summation with some of what I'm saying.
That was just the introduction of.
Hey, but Adam, you know why they do that though, right? You know who the pinnacle of NIL is, right? It's always the teams that's in oil country. So
for sure, they got the most money.
Oklahoma,
yeah,
Texas Tech,
but
A&M, big bag.
Yeah.
You know Texas Tech got the biggest bag though, and the biggest donors.
Bigger than A&M.
Yeah, look it up.
They got that oil money, bro.
A&M does too though. That's why.
Yeah, but out of the major Texas schools, Texas schools, look up as Texas Tech. I swear, I was surprised.
Is more of a working class type of school, though.
Yeah. Texas Tech is more of direct oil, gas, cattle.
A&M. Historically.
Yeah, right. What he said. Yo, some people go visit A&M and think it's a military school.
Hey, I ain't gonna cap. I went to I don't know if y'all boys ever seen SMU campus before though.
Bro, that shit crazy out there in Dallas, boy.
That shit crazy.
Out there in Dallas, boy.
I was out there on campus moving around.
I see why Rashee Rice was doing what he was doing.
Boy, all you see is G-Wagons, Mercedes, Scat Packs, Rivians, all type of crazy whips. I ain't see a Honda, a Nissan, nothing the whole time I was out there. Them folks got a stupid bag.
Shout out to them Hondas and the Nissan, boy. I know some good people in them Hondas.
Boy, them folks had that cheese out there. That campus was dope though. And it's right downtown. Ain't too far from downtown.
Yeah. Hey, I like that. We finally, through all of this, it took sources in the internet to get through to our counterpart that
it still ain't get through.
That the NIL and the transfer portal are heavily intertwined. Then he tried to tell me that it ain't third string guys that didn't play a snap last year that didn't get offered $250K. When I know for a fact there was.
Yeah, but that was a good convo, man. It was a good convo. We going on 2 hours, man. I know, folks got kids, folks got jobs. We in the middle of the week. It's hump day. You feel me? So we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that tapped in.
Shout out to them Panthers, man. 10-7.
The only NFL team we talked about today was the Panthers. Horrible pod.
So whatever.
It's just bro, you can't. That hate gotta be heavy on your heart, bro. That hate gotta be too much for your heart, bro.
No, I said
we had 12 people on at one time. So.
I don't mind the
numbers might be all right.
I don't mind the NIL portal talk, although I think it's obvious that it's most of the portal. But I ain't going there. But what
the internet, real sources said that the portal and NIL was intertwined.
Okay. What I do have a problem with is majority of our NFL talk being about the Carolina Panthers. That's what I do have a problem with.
But that would be all right.
Many times they got hype up the whole NFL segment with Eagles. Cut it out.
Anyways, no.
Anyways, like I said, it's the same thing.
Yeah, like I said. Yeah.
It's out the mud.
Hey, Hey, but nah, no. If you tapped in with us, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Follow us on all platforms. Check us FOF, man. Y'all know what's going on. And we out of here.
Hashtag keep pounding.